Alright, looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect. We got that winching strap and adapter hooked up. Go ahead and let go of the parking brake when you're ready for a push. Here comes the tow. Light 'em up. Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake. And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment. And we're disconnected. Signal and pin on the right. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
Yeah, what's going on, beautiful people? Welcome back. We just got the Saab 340 out the hangar. It's been a long time since we've flown this baby, so looking forward to having some fun in this thing. But thank you so much for the tug. We're now out of the hangar and into the alley, basically ready to get this thing started up and ready to go. We're on X-Plane 11 once again, guys, and on the Pilotedge network. Welcome to the stream. It's your boy Blue. Great to see ya. Aviation Simulation, welcome to the stream, my friend. Dylan, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Righto, welcome to the stream. Everything about aviation. Welcome back, my friend. Good to see you. Blue Streak, FS Simmer, welcome to the stream. Yes, sir. Absolutely beautiful. Geo, welcome back to the stream. Good to see you, man. Aiden, welcome back, my bro. Jay knows the way. Nathan Burton, what up, bro? Good to see you, man. Who else is in here? Iconic Flower, Two Sky Studios in the building. What's up, man? Welcome aboard. Ghost Rider, welcome back. Shout out to all my VIPs who decided to get here early. Before we got started today. Jan, welcome to the stream, man. Numbo, Roombo, Drewski, what's up, man? Chase the Churro, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. I actually rolled my R there. I'm so proud of myself. Gotta love it. Zephin, welcome to the stream. And Joshua, and Just Infinite Flight, man. Welcome to the stream, bro. Ahmed, welcome back, my brother. Good to see you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is your boy Blue. This is X-Plane 11, and this is the Saab 340 by Carenado. Please stand by, though. I still have to finalize our flight plan for today. So we'll be departing in a little bit. ZG Aviation, good to see you, man. So if you guys gotta run, get a quick potty break, get some snacks for the flight, you can go do that while we get the aircraft set up and ready to go. We'll be departing shortly, but again, I gotta finalize a few things. I didn't want to keep you guys waiting any longer to start the stream. Again, since we're on Pilotedge, I gotta be a little bit more legit. You know what I mean? So trying to do my best on the flight planning aspect. We'll be flying IFR. We have we have a few legs today. Starting off in San Diego, and we're gonna head up to a place called Yoke. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. It's Kilo India Yankee Kilo. This will be an FS economy flight, so that's kind of the reason we're going there. We have about 50 passengers going between here and Yoke, and then from there we're gonna stop by Palm Springs on the way back and make a full round trip. We also have, as you can see right in front of me, a brand new Yoke. Yeah, boy, a brand new Yoke. We just talked about this like last week about the Honeycomb Alpha flight control Yoke, and I'm super excited, man. This came in the mail on Monday. And you guys saw my social media. I posted the unboxing there. I actually did decide I am gonna post a full unboxing video on YouTube later on, probably this week. There's actually a camera behind me. I'm also gonna be recording some behind the scenes of some live stream stuff. So don't let me forget to turn that camera on before we take off. You guys won't see it in the stream, but it's gonna be just recording. So it's there. It's gonna be recording, but just don't let me forget. I want to record the takeoff and possibly the landing, so I'm gonna have to get up and turn it on and make that happen. So, anyways, that's what's going on today. Patrick, welcome to the stream, man. No problem, man. We're just getting started, bro. We're just getting started. Did you say nice accent? Do I have an accent? But thank you very much, Reese. What's the welcome back, man. Reese, I am absolutely gonna be streaming Microsoft Flight Simulator when it comes out, as well as pretty much everyone else in the world who likes flight simulators. So, all right. So again, just introducing the aircraft. We can go ahead and open up the doors and welcome our passengers in here. And we'll get the passenger ladder out. Beautiful. I love this plane. This plane's pretty cool. Baggage doors can be on the back. We roll back here, we'll see the baggage door open back up. We're flying Silver Airways today. And we'll go ahead and connect the GPU and open up the cockpit door. Alright, let's go ahead and hide that. Alright, so that's set up. Again, I need to finalize some stuff for the flight plan. So let me do that really quickly. And I'm gonna leave you guys on, I have a rotating view, perfect. I should take the LES Saab 340. I have it. I actually do own it. I haven't flown it in a while. I haven't flown it since they updated it because they took so long to update it. I was like, you know what, forget it, LES. But yeah, I know there's a difference. It's probably better. I hear that it is a better one, but I haven't flown it since they've updated it. I haven't flown it since in like probably a year or two. Like, it's been a while. It has been a while. Okay, again, guys, so we're taking off first leg today, San Diego to Yoke. So right now I'm trying to file a IFR flight plan on Pilotedge. As a matter of fact, I'm going to disconnect the Pilotedge so I can file my flight plan and re-log in. Hopefully we don't have any issues. I already did a sound check, a radio check with them, and everything sounded good there. We're going to be planning on doing the Echo 2 departure and then slide. Matter of fact, I could probably pull this stuff up on the Avid tab here so you guys can follow along. We'll talk about our tablet. We'll go to airports and we'll get our San Diego chart up. And we may get an amendment to our flight plan. I don't know. Again, I'm still learning how to plan IFR routes. That's something that's still not like, I know like you could obviously go to SimBrief and like just freaking make, generate an IFR route, but this is not a typical IFR flight. This is a class Charlie, I think. Or is it Bravo? Is San Diego a Charlie or Bravo? San Diego is a Bravo, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, San Diego's a class Bravo, and Yoke, where we're going to, is uncontrolled. So SimBrief wouldn't even give me a flight plan for that if I try. So I have to make it manually. So here we go in San Diego. We're at the general aviation ramp, just pulled outside that hangar at hotel. And then what we'll do is I'll go to San Diego, go to back, we'll go to departure, and when we're expecting the Echo 2, we may not get it, but we'll see. Aviation 360, good to see you, man. Craig Yankee, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream, man. Trains and Planes, welcome back, bro. Good to see you. Good to see you. Gavin, welcome to the stream, man. Do I still play Infinite Flight? From time to time, I do. So this is the plan, right? So we'll be taking off runway 27 from the 8 is what it says. And we'll see if we can still get this. We'll brief this. If we do get this departure, we'll brief it. And for that, so I don't think we're even gonna be able to get a chart for that other airport. Let's see if it has charts. KIYK. Okay, it actually has a chart. I am surprised. This airport has a chart. It might. Bonjour, Foxton. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Ray Aviation, welcome back. Do I play Call of Duty? Yes, I do. Willie, welcome to the stream, man. Hollow Man, welcome to the stream. Everybody, bonjour, ça va? Buenos dias, bon dia, all the languages. All right, so this is in Yoke. This is an interesting layout for airport. There is an approach. RNAV GPS runway 2. That's if the weather is even calling for that. Pretty interesting approach though. So we'll probably figure that out. R. Gale, thank you for the follow, man. Guys, again, we are live on Twitch, YouTube, and on Facebook. So thank you guys so much for supporting wherever you come through. It don't matter. We're all the same fam. It is all good. Hollow Man, thank you, my friend, for that follow, and welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family. Again, guys, please bear with me trying to get our flight plan planned and brief, and feel free to always send in pointers. We're all here just to learn. Bunny Cat 8, thank you, man, for the follow. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family, or lady. I'm not sure if you're a man or a woman. I'm sorry. So that's the plan. So let's go ahead and follow the flight plan on Pilotedge, the website. So make sure I got everything in here right. We'll do a cruising altitude. We're gonna try 18,000. Let me check on how high those mountains are out there, though. There's some mountains out there. We'll be right next to China Lake, if you're familiar with that airport in Southern California. It looks like the elevation of that airport is gonna be 2,400 feet, so it's a little bit high, a little bit up there. And then the mountains to the south of it are about 9,000. So 18,000 should be plenty. So we'll follow 18,000 feet for our flight plan. And matter of fact, I'm gonna show you guys a map so you can see where the heck we're going today. As I'm trying to multitask. All right, 18,000. Our alternate will be. I love this beat. All right, we're just looking for China. If we find China Lake, we'll find our airport. It's south of Mojave. I'm sorry, north of Mojave and north of Tehachapi. I don't see any of those waypoints. It's not that far north. Like, it's only like less than 200 miles. Will Bazana, welcome to the stream. And Maxi, what's up? What's up? What's up? Yes, sir. Honeycomb Squad. Bro, I'm so excited, guys. I still need practice, so be prepared for some very firm landings today. Maybe just beyond firm. Be prepared for some very firm landings. I'm still practicing. I've only done like literally, I think I have like 3 landings under my belt so far with this honeycomb yoke, and I'm super excited, super thankful. And an anonymous donor sent this to me. I don't know that he wants credit or not, so I'm not gonna say his name. So an anonymous donor sent it, so I'm extremely thankful, man. I'm super blessed. I can't say thank you enough if he happens to be watching. So it's in the mountains out here somewhere. I can't freaking find it. It's not as high. It's not as north as Reno. It's nowhere near freaking Reno. What is this? Salted. I'm having no luck finding it. Why isn't it showing me names? Anyways, it's up here somewhere. It's in like Central California. That's where we're going. Back to airports. And we're gonna go ahead and log back into Pilotedge and get our flight plan, our IFR clearance, and hopefully there's not too many adjustments to it, but you never know, we'll see. Our alternate though today will be, if we can't get into that airport, we'll go ahead and go to Bakersfield, KBFL. Kilo Bravo Foxtrot Lima. So our call sign today will be November 16 Bravo. Will be Slant Lima. If we have to change it, we may go Slant Golf, but I believe Slant Lima should be fine. For us, we won't even be high enough for that to even matter, I don't think, but we will be Slant Lima. I had to read all up on that RVSM stuff, because remember last time we flew Pilotedge and we were all sitting here for like an hour trying to figure out what the suffix was for the Premier 1A. Yeah, it was crazy, but we figured it out. We were Slant Lima. And we got the flight started, and I believe we are still Slant Lima today. That is as my belief right now. All right, cool. Flight plan is filed. We'll get prepared on the second flight plan once we get airborne. Hopefully, we'll have time to do that. We have a pretty busy flight. It's very short flights today. It won't be very long. I think the longest flight will be like 30 minutes long. So we have not all that much time. Plus, we got radios to handle and all that stuff. Let's go ahead and get into Pilotedge. Connect 16 Bravo, SF34, and Silver Airlines. Yes, China. KIYK is 7 miles away from China Lake. You are correct, sir.
Connected to Pilotedge.
Jake, what's up, man? Good to see you, man. Jay Broughton, go up to the stream, man. Oh, Bapino coming through with the wine and the cheese. Bonjour, ça va? Good to see you, man. Willie, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Speedy Papa, welcome back. Good to see you. Maxie. Agent Cody, what's up, man? Firm equals crash. We shall see. Fly Changy, what's up, man? I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to catch back up. I'm trying to do many things at the same time. All right, let's make sure that X economy is connected. That is, we can actually hit start flight. I'm gonna wait. Let me not regret that, but I'm gonna wait, and we're gonna go ahead and turn the power on. Starting up the top, we'll go to left battery and right battery. We're actually gonna turn the music off for now. There it is, and after the left and right battery, we're gonna go ahead and hit the external power. Some decent noises. Two Sky Studios. I am in San Diego right now, and we are at the was it the Southern GA ramp? Let me see, I can show you real quick. Toggle tablet right here. So that's not Southern, it's the what we say call that, the Eastern ramp. San Diego, closer to 27. All right, that's cool. Let's get the avionics turned on. Left avion, right avion, essential avion. You can hear the fans spooling up now, the avionic fans. You know, Nathan, I was thinking about that, bro. I was thinking about that. Again, guys, we are flying for our FS Economy Air group called Blue Arrow Charters for this flight. And we're actually renting this Saab 340 for about $900 to $1,000 an hour, I think. No, it's $1,000 an hour, so not very cheap at all. But we're expecting to make about $56,000. That's not including what we're gonna lose. So we're probably around 54, something like that. And then I have to pay for fuel as well. But yeah, I think we can make a decent amount of money. It carries 38 passengers on FS Economy, and it carries a decent amount of cargo. So I think we can make some really good money on this if we did like a short lease. Chris Curie, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. All right, so flight plan. We're not going to actually file anything yet. We're just going to get our waypoint info. We're using the GTN 750. You guys know this is my favorite add-on. And we're going to go over to ATIS 1348. And of course, it's not working anymore. So we're going to switch back over to San Diego Lindbergh clearance. And then we'll also get ground on standby. And I hear things. All right, up top though, we'll turn on the navigation, which is already on. Navigation lights, the smoking signs always stay on. And let me make sure I know how to start this thing again. You know what I mean? Let's see. I know I need to do this, and this, and that. Let's see what else we need to do. Avionics are on. External power is connected. We're running on external power right now. I guess we could turn on the circulation fans. I'm not sure if we need that or not, but I'm turning them on. And on the left side, I think we're good to go for now. Let's hit the bottom here. And see if there's anything down here we need to click on. I don't believe so. We got the gust lock turned on, so we can actually can't. We can move that. We can't actually move this all the way up. And our flaps are up, so that's good to go. Yes, Chris, that FS Dream Team, Chicago looks nuts, man. We'll definitely talk more about that when we get airborne. The interiors, they're really going all out on those interiors. All right, let's go ahead and get our IFR clearance. We'll get our notes ready to copy our IFR clearance today. And what do we have? Information, Papa. In your current, is it a Lindbergh clearance, Saab 16 Bravo, IFR to Inyo Kern with Papa. Let's see. Hopefully you heard me. The SAMU cracked. I've already pre-ordered Microsoft Flight Simulator on the Microsoft Store. Doing pretty good, Melvin. Thanks for asking, man. MTP guy, welcome to the stream, bro. See you, Patrick. Thanks for stopping by.
Bravo, or Lindbergh, clamps on our class.
All right, so that means he's most likely either busy or changing it. So that's all good. I don't expect my IFR flight plans to be spotless yet. Still working on it.
Sky 6279, we have information, Julie.
Thank you.
Maddie, to answer your question, I do not know yet. Rick Roll, can someone who knows nothing about planes get into this game? X-Plane? Probably not, unless you watch some tutorials. If you know nothing at all about flight simulators, getting into X-Plane is going to be quite the learning curve. It's possible. I'm not saying it's not possible. You can get in, map some buttons to your controls and get flying, but it's going to be a huge learning curve.
115 Delta Juliet, camera ground. I'm going to tell you right now, it's not going to be as you filed it because that route's not going to work, so I'm working on a reroute for you. But you also filed 5,500 as the altitude. Verify you'd like to go.
Raiders, what's up, my friend? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Blue Arrow family. Good to see you guys. Welcome aboard. Yes, sir, Chris. That CRJ does look pretty darn good. Looking forward to some of these new developers getting into Microsoft Flight Simulator. I should say new, but they've been around. But I'm looking forward to developers getting into Microsoft Flight Simulator and seeing what the final product looks like. I'm really looking forward to that. My friend with the Chinese characters, I don't know what that says, but hi. What's up, Chinese character? 2 Sky Studios, you're getting training on clearance delivery on VATSIM. Legit, bro. Maybe you can teach me how to do a legit IFR flight plan from scratch. Mark, yes, I have the honeycomb yoke now. This is my new flight yoke. It's been out obviously for a while, but it's new to me. Like this is my first week ever trying it. My first few flights flying with it. I've been trying to practice with it, but you know, I still need a lot more practice. I've been always using joysticks up until this point. So it's pretty nice to finally have a yoke and be able to give you guys an opinion on it, because you guys always ask about the honeycomb yoke. I've always been a joystick guy, and I still am a joystick guy. And to answer your second question, yes, I will do a video as well on the Warthog HOTAS. I'm probably gonna do the honeycomb first, and then I'm gonna come back and do the HOTAS. I'm still using the A10 Warthog HOTAS as my throttle right now, but I'm using the honeycomb now as my yoke. Tobacco Sweets, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Welcome back. Yes, Nathan, I'm curious too, man. I mean, I'm wondering what Carenado's plans are gonna be like in Microsoft Flight Simulator. What are they gonna be like? This cabin looks pretty good. Still waiting for our ATC clearance. What's not mapped? Oh, the reason it's not moving is because of the gust lock. So it's not going to move because of the gust lock right now. If I turn off the gust lock right here, move it to the side, and move that up. Now, I have track IR on too, so let me see. Now it's working. It's pretty spot on. You can watch in the camera and see how, you know, it's a little bit, you know, obviously it's not going to be one-to-one as far as the movement. Like if I move it in real life, it's like a tiny bit of a delay before it moves, you know, but it's pretty spot on. As far as the actual input, it's right on though. One thing I'm still getting used to, like the left and right is still, I mean, the whole idea of using a yoke for me is completely new. Like it's so foreign. So before I've always had a joystick, I'm always doing this, right? Just kind of rotating my wrists. And it's a lot smaller, finer movements with the joystick as well. With the yoke, you can make small movements, but you're still kind of physically moving your hand a bit more. I'm still trying not to white knuckle it, you know, as they say. But yeah, it's a lot to get used to. Again, this is my first yoke ever, like ever. I've never used one. Only time I've ever actually used a yoke was during my one discovery flight. Which I had no idea what the heck I was doing when I did it. And then at Flight Sim Expo a year ago, where I tested the honeycomb yoke, but I only had one chance to try to land a King Air C90, so I don't even remember how that went. But one thing I'll say is this thing is smooth. It's crazy. Like this matte black finish on it. Again, I have a whole video coming out, more detail of how my first thoughts and reactions on it. But it's just, the quality is here, man. Big Tech, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Blue Arrow family. But the quality is here, man. Whenever you see it and feel it and touch it, you understand the price point for sure. And it's super comfortable to touch and hold on to. Again, it's the finish of it is just super soft and it's just silky smooth. I said it in my Instagram social, in my story. I was like, this thing feels like money. It literally feels like they burned dollar bills, melted them together, and turned it into a yoke. Like, that's what this thing feels like. It's crazy, man. But I'm super thankful. Again, super thankful to have it. I mean, who knew? Who knew?
200 vector final approach.
And I can't say much about Microsoft Flight Simulator because of the NDA, but I can say that this does work out of the box for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Yes, this is Carenado Saab 340. Welcome back, 360. Good to see you, man. Pilotedge Global, the PMDG does look very nice. I 100% agree with you, man. Games Joda from Brazil. What's up, man? Welcome to the stream, my friend. Bom dia. Bom dia. They're still waiting for our clearance. Next time we do a flight on West Coast to San Bernardino. Is that San Bernardino or San Luis?
16
Here we go.
Bravo. It's also going to be a full route clearance for you, so get a pen and paper ready because it's a relatively long route.
November 16 Bravo, got you. I am ready. Just take it slow for me, please.
Sure, I'll call you back in a second. I got somebody else in front of you.
Copy. All right, so yeah, I'm not surprised. He gave us a completely new IFR route, so I already have my notes ready to go to copy for IFR clearance. I had a feeling he was. I mean, I was kind of like trying to figure out what to do, but you know.
The Gateway Airport. Beyond departure, fly heading 275. Radar vectors Fillmore. That's Foxtrot.
Haha, bom dia. What up, man? Yeah, man. I went to Brazil like 4 times. I learned quite a bit of Portuguese, as well as I've been doing Duolingo with Portuguese as well, trying to learn it. But lately, I've been more focused on Spanish because my wife is Puerto Rican and I want to be able to talk to her family a bit more fluently. So my Portuguese is definitely lacking from what it used to be because I've been learning a lot of Spanish. So there's downtown San Diego in the background. While we're waiting for our IFR clearance, I can show you guys the airport out here in San Diego. Obviously, the made by Mr. X, but then also edited or updated by Captain Chris. He's another freeware developer, and did a really good job of updating the airport. I think he added a few or updated a few buildings and rooftops, and he updated all the textures, the ground textures. So it's pretty dope. You see, you got the AI departing on the wrong side of the runway. So there it is. Carlos, what's up, man? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family.
I heard you, but I had something else I needed to get to. You're cleared to the Gateway Airport.
So, yeah, man.
But
But very nice. I love this scenery.
Radar vectors Fillmore.
It's kind of cloudy out here today, so we have to watch out for that.
Victor 386.
And then we got the downtown San Diego out there to the east.
Victor 16 Papa X-ray.
So again, today the route is, if you just joined us, we are flying an FS economy flight for Blue Arrow Charters, and we're renting the Saab 340, about 50 or so passengers, ready to go from San Diego out to Inyo Kern, and from Inyo Kern we're going to Palm Springs and then back to San Diego. Hopefully it shouldn't take too long.
All right, 115 Delta Juliet. Fly heading
Jan, my thought on the Carenado planes is that they're very well modeled, very well textured. They're very pretty. They're beautiful planes. But don't expect a lot of system depth. You know what I mean? Like, they work. The planes work. They fly well. They'll get you from where you start to where you want to be. Some of them, like this one, if you don't have the GTN, it comes with the X-plane default. All right, hold on.
Cleared to the India Yankee Kilo Airport. Padres to departure. Padres. Direct Seal Beach, Sierra Lima, India. Victor 459er. Barry. Bravo, Echo, Romeo, Romeo, India. Victor 201, Palmdale, Papa, Mike, Delta, direct. Climb via SID. Expect flight level 18010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 119.6, squawk 6531.
6531. Can I get that altitude one more time for 16 Bravo?
Number 16 Bravo, it's climb via SID.
Copy. Alright, clear to India Yankee Kilo via the Padre 2 departure, Padre, and then Seal Beach VOR, then Victor 459 Barry to Victor 201, then Palmdale VOR direct, climb via SID, departure on 119.6, squawk 6531, November 16 Bravo.
16 Bravo, that read back correct, just an amendment to the altitude. Climb via SID, except maintain 14,000.
Alright, climb via SID, except maintain 14,000 for November 16 Bravo.
16 Bravo, read back correct, thanks for waiting.
No problem, thank you. Alright, cool. So, again, he gave us a completely new IFR flight plan, which is cool because, again, I had a feeling that mine wasn't right. So, I'm glad he took the time to make one for us and didn't make us just go back and refile. So, I'm going to put that back into my sky vector, and we'll find all of that stuff that we need. This is why I didn't want to put the flight plan into my GTN, because I had a feeling we were going to get a different one. So if we go up here and look at, so guys, just so you know, I'm not going to be looking at chat here for just a second. Thank you, Nathan, for writing that down. It's good to practice writing, copying clearances. Ricky, yes, honeycomb, my friend. It's good to practice. There's another 16 out there. Oh my god, that's gonna be confusing. I'm looking for Avatar. Alright, here we go. So, San Diego, we're not gonna be using the Echo. Let's go and delete all this stuff.
134.2, squawk 2651.
Alright, San Diego, departure is going to be the Padre 2 RNAV, climb via SID, and our transition will be the Padre, I'm not sure how to say that, Padre, I just call it Padre. Maintain, climb via SID except maintain 14,000 to 14,000 feet. After that, obviously we're going to continue to IYK. There's no arrivals into there, so we don't have to worry about that. Why did that come up? That's weird. Okay, there we go. So we just get the approach for the RNAV 2. We may or may not use it, but that's the approach. We'll have that on standby and ready to go in case we need it. There's our airport chart. So, alright, cool. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Alright, so let's really quickly review our departure so that... Actually, you know what? Before we do that, let's go ahead and input it into our GTN here. Alright, so from San Diego, load procedure, we departure runway 27 via the Padre 2, and then Padre. Doesn't give me that option, that's not good. Let me see something. He did give us Sly, that's not on here either. Let me find out how to get that. So if we pull up our chart again, toggle tablet, we'll be exiting here at Padre, and then from there we'll go direct to, he said, Sly, which is over here somewhere. But it's asking us if we want to go like way out here. See, I'm just going to put one in there and we'll delete the waypoint because we're not going to need it. What options? EHF. It's way up there. Up. Chicken. Let's do chicken. We'll put chicken in there. Put some chicken in there. Low departure. And then we'll go at the waypoint. Sly, Seal Beach VOR. From the Seal Beach VOR, we'll hop on the airway. Which is going to be the Victor 459 is what I believe he said. Yep, Victor 459. There it is. And we'll exit that at Barry. Alright, load. And then from Barry, we'll hop on the Victor 201 to Palmdale. There it is. And Palmdale. And then direct. So load. And then put Kilo, India, Yankee, Kilo, in your Kern. And yeah. And he said climb via SID except maintain 14,000. So via SID, in our case, is going to be taking off from runway 27, heading 275 to Winfold, at or above 520 actually out here. And then we'll continue at or above 8,000 when we get to Gwyn. When we get to Patters, then that's basically it. We'll continue our climb up to 14,000, heading towards Seal Beach VOR, which is right here. And so we'll be expecting that. That's basically it, honestly. And then departure is gonna be on 119.6. So that's it's pretty straightforward. It's not that complicated. Just good, not too complicated. And we just need to make sure that on our flight plan that it takes us to, instead of going to Chicken, it takes us to Seal Beach. So I'm gonna delete the Chicken, remove, yes, remove. All right, so that way it's gonna take us from Patters directly to Seal Beach, and we can go in and double check that on our GTN. I love this freaking GTN. I just love it. So let's see. Yeah, Patters or Padre, however the heck you say it. Straight to Seal Beach. Seal Beach. It's gonna put us on the airway, from the airway to Palmdale out here, and then direct to Inyokern, right over Mojave and Edwards Air Force Base out there. I think is what that is. And then into right next to China Lake is where we're headed to. All right, cool. So that's set up. That's good. Yeah. Squawking 6531. I probably got those backwards. I seem to always get the numbers backwards. We say enter. Not gonna go on Charlie or anything like that yet. All right, beautiful. All right, so our flight plan's done. Sorry I took so long, guys. You know, it is what it is. Being a bit more realistic today, or trying to be a bit more realistic today. So now we can go ahead and actually go back to this again and switch over to ground, which is on 123.9. Yeah, 123.9. That's gonna be on ground, and we'll switch this to tower. Which I'm gonna go to my flight plan, San Diego apartment. I'm sorry, not apartment, airport info, and scroll down to our tower 118.3. And have that on standby. So now we're ready to go ahead and get our taxi clearance. But first, let's get the engine started. Edward Pierre, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Welcome back, Patrick. I told you guys to go get some ice cream, get some food, get some snacks, and come back. We're gonna be on the ground for a little while. I assume it's Padres because of baseball team, but that makes sense, ZG. That does make sense. Ozzy, welcome to the stream, man. Yes, sir. Honeycomb, baby. Honeycomb squad. Nari, what's up, man? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to Blue Arrow family. It's a Southwest 737 up ahead of us. Thank you, man. Yes, sir. Congrats. I'm super happy and thankful for it, man. Looking forward to flying it. So let's get to that part. All right. So now we just need to get the aircraft set up. So we've already gotten got it powered up. We need to get the engine started. But before we do that, let's go back to the cabin and shut the doors. Here we go. I do have track IR turned on, so I can look around.
Very nice, Tower. November 16 Romeo Delta holding short, 16 right, ready for takeoff.
16 Romeo Delta, the nice tower.
No, I'm still here, T Sky. I'm still here, man.
Clear for takeoff, 16 right.
Alright,
16 Romeo Delta.
Passenger door. And we'll shut the baggage door. And I'll leave the GPU on because we still need that right now. Alright, cool. So it's pretty simple to start this thing up, from what I remember. Seatbelt signs on, though. Beacon light on. I think I have a button on my Honeycomb that might work. Yes, it does. I love pressing the actual button. Sometimes they don't work for certain things, but I love pressing the buttons and actually doing things in the cockpit. That's one of my favorite things. All right, so the valves are already on. Let's go back through this, make sure we clicked on everything. What else are we missing? Batteries. Go ahead and hit the ignition, the right ignition and close. Left ignition and close. And I think that is all we actually have to do. Yes it is. All right, so now I'm gonna hit right engine start, and you'll hear the avionics actually shut off. That's supposed to do that. And we're seeing, we should see, yeah, there we go. The NG's rising. Take a look at for rotation. Oh yeah, she's rotating. And then down here, we're gonna actually move our condition lever to start right there in the middle. Now I have I don't have enough levers to have like all these levers. So what I do is I just have one lever for this, one lever for that, and I'll just move this back down.
Colin John Wayne Carenado.
Nari, we're flying the Saab 340 today, my friend.
I wonder if we can get a destination for the I-4 rating.
November 89er Kilo Tango Riverside, Romeo Alpha.
That sounds weird, doesn't it? It's like I hear the I hear it spinning, but I don't hear the engine.
Thank you.
Oh well. All right. So now we'll turn on the generator. Actually, we'll do both engines. Then we'll turn the generators on. So to go start engine number 2. Ozzy Safa, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family. All right, there it is. It's rising. It's already above 20%. We go ahead and add that and move that back up to start. Take a look out the left window. Josh, I'm doing pretty good, man. Thanks for asking, man. Yes, sir, Mr. Music for All. We got the honeycomb yoke, my friend. It's about to go down. Beautiful. All right, now we'll turn the generators on. Reset and on. Reset and on. Those lights should come off. As soon as they do, we can turn off the external power and get rid of the GPU.
SoCal departure November 16 Romeo Delta with
There's so many November 16s. I'm gonna be so confused in the air. All right, so now that that's set up, we will go. Could I have another? Here we go. Pitot heat on. Windshield heat off 4 of them.
Climb maintain 5,000.
So I don't know if I actually need these on, but I'm just gonna turn them on because they're lit. And then down here, we're gonna turn on the CTOT. Make sure the gust lock is turned off. It is. Go flaps 1.
Left to 090, join 186, 6 Romeo Delta.
And let's make sure that our GTN is primary on the GPS. Looks like it is. Don't need logo light on, actually. We don't need that. And we are gonna need the auto coursing. That's on, and that's it. We're done with startup, I believe. I hope. It's been so long since I've flown this thing, man. I really don't remember, to be honest with you. Lord Fauci, thank you for the follow, man. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family. Engines are fired up. We're ready to go, guys. Bit of a weird sound on the outside. I'm not sure if it always sounds like that or not, but all right. So, let's see. We have information to Papa. Let's go ahead and make sure we have the most current ATIS for San Diego, because it might have switched over on us. Yeah, Romeo is now current, so I was going to read it to you guys. Winds are 230 at 6. Visibility 10, scattered 2400. Temperature 21, dew point 13. Altimeter 2996.
Victor 186 at dark.
Should have a button for that. Is that not working? There it is, 2996.
Roger, direct darts, Victor 186.
Arriving departing runway is 27, visual, RNAV, and localizer runway 27 approach in use VFR departure, so you know the rest. Alright, cool, we're good with that. Alright, so we have information on Romeo. And we are on ground, so we're probably most likely to get hotel to, what is this, Juliet, or is that an I? Hotel India to Charlie, Charlie 1, something like that. Limburg ground, November 16 Bravo, rated taxi with Papa. Romeo.
16 Romeo Bravo, Limburg ground, squawk normal.
I got a squawk, hold on. Squawking normal, 16 Bravo.
16 Bravo, next runway 27, taxi via Hotel Charlie.
Hotel Charlie 22716 Bravo. Alright, taxi lights on. Beacon lights. Okay, those are on already. Landing lights. Alright, good. Okay, let's go. Parking brake released. Oh wait, one thing we did forget, and that is, sorry guys, we need to go, the condition lever actually needs to be max. There it is. Woo! Oh, that thing now it's got turned up. Yes sir, we are on Pilotedge. Again, do not let me forget, do not let me take off without turning my camera on. My behind the scenes camera. Alright, so this, it says hotel, so hotel is the next one. One thing I did forget though, and that is Project Fly. So I may set that up before we take off. I'm gonna go into beta, slow it down. I think if I just pull back the condition lever, it might slow me down too. Nope, not really. Just gonna take it all the way to the end here, and we'll hold short. All right, parking brake on. Alright guys, stand by just for a second. Let me get Project Fly on. So we can be tracking our flight there. And as well, I need to start the camera behind me. So hold on just a second. And we'll turn that down too, it's a little loud. There we go, that's better.
16 Romeo Delta, connect SoCal approach 135.
Alright, hold on.
1354, 6 Romeo Delta. SoCal Pilot 16 Romeo Delta, level 5000.
Alright, I am back. So before we take off, we do need to brief the departure, so I know what the heck we need to do. I am going to switch over to the tower though. 1183. Departure for us is going to be on 1196. Enter. And then let's pull the Avatab to see if there's any other information that we need before we depart, because I don't want to. A lot of times you get so confident and you're used to just taking off and doing your thing that you forget that sometimes these flights can kind of throw you on some curves. So he said climb via SID, so basically he's not really going to give us all that much direction except to do everything it says in the SID. So for us to take off, we're going to take off and heading at 275, then right to Winfield at or above 520. Actually going to make that turn at or above 520, and then to heading 296, all up above 8,000 by Guywin, and then the Padre. From there, we'll be going direct to Seal Beach VOR. We need to be at 14,000, or we're climbing up to 14,000. I'm going to change our altitude to 14,000 so we don't go above that. That's as high as we've been cleared to go. Let me turn them up because I can barely hear them. There we go. And in the heading, we'll go ahead and put that first heading that we need. We'll probably jump onto autopilot pretty quickly. 275.
Landing full stop.
115 Delta Juliet, enter right downwind, runway 30, report midfield.
I can't even see this thing. There we go.
Downwind 30, report midfield.
Alright, where's
Delta Juliet.
275? Alright, there's 24, 25, 26. Wait, hold on. 24, 5, 6, and I guess this is 27. Come on, move. 25. And 275 should be right here. Yep. Alright, that'll be our heading right there. We'll go ahead and arm heading mode actually for that reason. And it will also arm.
16 Romeo Delta, verify you have the ATIS and say approach.
Yeah, that's
San
good.
Bernardino.
And for this plane, we have a pop-up. We have a pop-up thingy. Why does it say 13,000? Because it's in the center pedestal. Alright, 14,000. There we go. Let me check if my yaw damper button works. It does. Alright, beautiful. Alright, we're ready to go, guys. Let's do it. G-Man Duke, welcome to the stream, guys. We're going sterile cockpit now. As we ask for clearance for takeoff out of San Diego. I'll talk to you guys on the other side. Flight control check. Flaps are down. We're good. We're at runway 27 and we're ready to go. Lindbergh Tower. Saab 16 Bravo, ready to go, runway 27.
November 16 Bravo, Lindbergh Tower, runway 27, cleared for takeoff.
27 clear for takeoff, November 16 Bravo. Alright, let's go. Parking brake released. Let's go. Land lights on. As well as the strobes. Alright. Yes, Jan, the camera's on. Thank you for reminding me though. I just went back there and turned it on. Hopefully it's still recording. It only records like 20 minutes at a time, so I'm not trying to catch the whole flight just to take off. Alright, let's get it.
November 16 Delta has November request ILS to 06.
November 16 Romeo Delta, roger, thank you. Would you like to start it from Paradise or would you like vectors to final?
Vectors to final, sir. 16 Romeo Delta.
Gotcha.
Alright, we're up. Positive climb. Woo!
Number 115 Delta Juliet, runway 30.
Oh my god.
It appears that you're crossing over top of the airport. You were assigned a right downwind runway 30.
Roger, sorry
Yaw
about that.
damper on.
Move to right downwind or keep going on the left downwind?
Well, clearly you've already switched, so you can continue on the left downwind, clear to land runway 30, but you were assigned a right downwind. Don't switch unless you make a request to.
Roger, sorry about that. 115 Delta Juliet.
Alright, I'm on some autopilot now.
On left downwind for runway 30.
Hit nav mode. Not that button. There it is. Ah, what are all these things? Go, go. Nav.
16 Romeo Bravo, connect SoCal departure.
Oh my god. I need to trim this thing out. That's what needs to happen.
November 16 Bravo, connect SoCal departure.
Let's look at departure, Mrs. Bravo. Alright, autopilot, because I can't do all this at the same time. Oh boy, what are you doing, plane? That looks that looks sketchy. Alright, here we go. Switching over to approach 119.6. We're going directly to Winfield. Altitude passing is 4,500. SoCal approach 16 Bravo, passing 4,500 for 14,000.
16 Bravo, SoCal departure at our contact.
Alright, beautiful. Last time we flew out of San Diego, we actually got yelled at, so I'm trying not to get yelled at today. Bro, you guys can tell I'm trying to get used to this joystick. You saw how I was climbing? I mean, you saw how I was taking off? Alright, let's set this to like 1.6 or so. Hold on. It's shaking. Come on, stop moving. Alright, and then we'll
November 16 Romeo Delta, fly heading 090, intercept runway 6.
IS mode. That should work.
090, intercept runway 6, low
there we
clear,
go.
6 Romeo Delta.
Alright, switching to IAS mode. It's a bit cloudy out here around San Diego. We'll climb out around 170 miles, or knots. Yeah, last time we flew on Pilotedge and I flew out of San Diego, I screwed up the departure and I got yelled at. So I was like, really trying not to do that this time. It's still not too late. Still not too late. So we gotta stay on our game. Passing 7,500 again. We gotta be up past the waypoint with the G before I remember it. by 8,000, but we're we're gonna make it big time. Look at that altitude restriction right there says 8,000. At or above, we'll be well above that before we get there, so we're good to go. We are good to go. Woo! All right, flyby. Is it windy out here? Look at that crap. Oh, there's a plane right by us. You see that? Not sure who that is, but he just flew right over top of us. Alright guys, we're out of here. We're on departure. Passing 10,000 feet now. Lights coming off. That looks good. We're only cleared up to 14,000 feet. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Oh my god. Oh my god, you guys know what I forgot to freak. I knew this was gonna happen. This is exactly why I should have just hit the button earlier. I forgot to start. I forgot to start X economy.
November 16 Bravo Connex, LA Center 128.6, good day.
28.6, good day. Can't freaking believe that. LA Center, Saab 16 Bravo, passing 12,006 for 14,000.
Saab 16 Bravo, Los Angeles Center, climb maintain level 180.
180, number 16 Bravo. Alright, we'll keep climbing. Oh my god, I can't believe I freaking did that. I'm so pissed at myself now. It's like I did this whole flight for nothing. Alright, 18,000's in there. I mean, it's still gonna be a fun flight, but like the whole point of this whole thing was to make money on FS economy, and I forgot to hit the button on FS economy. Oh my god. Lewis, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. What do I think about Microsoft Flight Simulator? I think it's gonna be fun whenever we all get to play it together. I'm looking forward to flying with you guys. Yeah, I should have checked. You know, I would love ForeFlight. I used my trial for ForeFlight like
traffic.
Like a year ago. And when I tried it, I fell in love with it. I was like, this is something I have to have. I need this. The issue with me is like if you do Navigraph versus ForeFlight, it's just the price, man. It's like for a flight simmer, Navigraph is enough. I can't pay I can't pay for ForeFlight. That's the issue. Do I stream using my CPU or GPU? I'm not sure, honestly. I actually don't know the answer to that question. I actually don't. No, I have to check my OBS settings and see what it's using. Mark Brick, I'm using the, what's it called? The A10 Warthog dual throttle. Alright, come up to 18,000, 1,000 away now. Oh, I'm so upset. Like, I'm not redoing the flight. Oh, I have to do it later, I guess, but I'm not gonna, like, restart. And what sucks is if I don't pick up the jobs that are here, I can't pick up the jobs that are there either. So, I guess we'll just do this flight for fun, and I'll have to go back later and do the FSC version of my flight. Sorry, Nathan. Sorry, Blue Arrow Charters. Drewski, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Yes, Drewski, ForeFlight integrates right in the X-plane perfectly. I don't know that it works like on Avatab. I've never actually tried that or seen anybody do it. I wouldn't be surprised if there's an add-on or something that makes it so you can see it in your sim. But when I used it, I had it on my. I said Two Sky Studio says yeah, it does. I had it on my phone, so I was using it on my phone while I was flying in the sim. Alright, so we're at 18,000 feet, which is what we were cleared to. We'll go ahead and go in standard. $2992. So far, so good. Coming up to Gowan right now. And now that we're up here, we can go ahead and turn off the auto coursing, and we can turn off the CTOT. Yaw damper's on, autopilot is on. Everything else up here I think looks okay. Okay, flaps were down, so now they're up. And yeah, we're good. We're cruising now. Real Splash Cat, welcome to the stream, man. I got the honeycomb yoke, man. For like over about a year, I've heard like amazing good things about the honeycomb. I've never had it, never really got to use it at home, and I finally came in Monday, and got it set up. It was actually really easy to set up. I was actually surprised how easy it was to set up. It's literally plug and play, like literally. It has a USB cord. You plug it into your computer. There's no special drivers to download. None of that stuff. No special setup. No special program you gotta run while it's open. Like none of that crazy nonsense. Yeah. Yeah. So ForeFlight was the app that you would use. So again, I don't have it anymore. My trial ended. Trust me, I used the heck out of that trial. And but now I use other things. I use Navigraph. There's a free source you can use called Aero Nav Map. That's what I'm using now. I'm not sure who made it, but it has a lot of stuff in it. I don't really know that the charts work, but everything else seems to. Huh, interesting. Are we on? Yeah, it says that we're right on it, but Navigraph says that we're like off of it. Look at this. Oh, actually no, it's on. Okay. Cool. So we're climbing via SID again. He said up to except 14,000. Center, LA Center's already cleared us to 18,000, which I believe is our cruise altitude. So we'll stay here. We'll go to Padre. From Padre, go direct to Seal Beach, and from there as Saab. One thing I do want to look at is this airport we're flying into. I want to see if there's any special procedures that we need to follow going in. Actually, the airport elevation says only 338, so it's not that high as I thought. Joshua departure. I think it's right either inside or next to a military operating area, military operations area. Real Splash Cat, this is real good, man. It is actually really good for the price you pay, because it's actually more expensive yokes than this, I found out. But for the price you pay, it's actually really good. You get what you pay for, and if you feel like you're paying a lot, you're getting a lot of value. I feel like in this yoke. So far, I've only been using it for a few days, but so far I highly recommend it. I haven't had any bad experience with it so far. The main thing has been for me to get used to is just kind of the action of moving my hands in the direction that I have to do it for a yoke versus a joystick, as well as I'm getting used to the pitch axis, pushing and pulling. Like it's definitely nowhere, like it's extremely different than a joystick. And the pitch, the pushing and pulling, there's really like no dead zone, but there is a bit of force that you kind of have to put on it to really get the plane to pitch up and pitch down. I believe you can get the yoke on Honeycomb's website for $250. I got the yoke as a gift, so I did not pay for it, but I got it as a gift. Bernie, what's up, my friend? From Australia, you pre-ordered Premium Deluxe. Can't wait. Many hours and hours and hours of flight time to come. Absolutely, bro. The wife is going to be so happy. You've been bothering her. That's hilarious, man. I don't know if I'm gonna see my wife when Microsoft Flight Simulator comes out. Like, she might not like that too much. Wow, you have the Flight Master yoke. It was $700. Yeah, I would personally never pay that much money for a yoke, but it's gotta be good. I hope it's good. I bet it is. But yeah, man, I'm loving the Yoke. I'm loving it. I'm loving actually have like, I don't know, it's just, again, this is my first one, so it's just completely different. It's a whole new world. It's like learning to fly all over again. Now I know it's a simulator, it's not the real life thing, but it's like I have to learn to fly all over again because I'm using a completely different system to fly. The good thing is though, with my joystick, ever since the Airbus joystick came out, I started practicing flying with my left hand and using my throttle with my right hand. And so it's made, I feel like the transition between that has gotten better for flying, because I always use the throttle on my right hand now and the yoke on my left hand. Like it's like a given for me, unless I'm doing like a helicopter flying or a jet, then I'll fly with my right hand and have the throttle on my left, so I just switch it around. But if I'm flying airliners or anything else, pretty much I always have the throttle on my right and I'm flying with my left hand. And that's kind of how it is, not kind of, that is how it will be in real life when it comes down to real life flying, real life flight training, flying with my left hand and getting used to that. So this will be helpful. Again, I know this is not the real thing. It will be some differences, actually a lot of differences when it comes to flying in real life, but this is a good start. This is a really good start. Nico, when am I flying to Quito? Probably whenever I figure out how to do a basic landing with this yoke, I'll fly. So I'll do some challenging stuff then. Right now, just doing a basic landing on a long runway is a challenge for me with this yoke because it's brand new to me. But yeah, I think Sky, I think once I do finally start my flight training, I will absolutely use Flight. I want to learn without it. Like I want to learn to be able to navigate and fly, and I want to be able to fly without it, so I don't have to depend on it. But Flight is definitely one of those things. It's like if you do have it, you know, it's a really great resource to use. So that's kind of what my mindset behind Flight is. On the simulator, it's so much fun to use. You can see everything in there. Your charts are in there. You can plan your whole flight within the app. Like it's crazy. It blew my mind the first time I tried Flight. 12 days left until launch of Microsoft Flight Simulator. That is correct. Actually, guys, let me quickly step away and turn off that camera back there. I don't want to use all of the freaking battery. So I'm gonna turn myself off here for a second.
My confidence, I maintain level 240.
All right, I'm back. Was he talking to me? Was that for me, guys?
Your block, say again, 240.
No, it wasn't for me. It was somebody else. I think we're supposed to cruise at 18,000 feet. I don't think we're expecting a higher altitude. All right, but yeah, turn the camera off. I may try it again. If you guys can remind me, if we're not really busy with ATC, we can try it again with on landing as well. You're concerned that your whole office chair is gonna be rolling back and forth whenever you push and pull the yoke. I mean, if you put your whole body power into pushing it, yeah, your chair might roll. I'm on carpet, so I have a bit more traction, so I don't have that issue. I also have, like my desk is pretty stable too. Like if you don't have a really stable desk or table that you're putting this on, pushing and pulling it will definitely probably like push and pull your desk, but make sure you have a stable desk to mount it to. The mounting is super simple. It's like these couple screws on the bottom. You unscrew them, you slide it off, put it somewhere else, bring it back. For me, I change my setup like on the daily, you know what I mean? Because like, for example, yesterday we did DCS World as a live stream, and I had a completely different setup here. I had the same throttle, but my throttle was on my left side, and then I had my my Warthog joystick between my legs. And then if I'm flying with my, you know, like an Airbus or something like that, I'll have the throttle on my right again, and then I'll have the joystick on my left. And so like I'm constantly moving around my setup and changing it. And then if I'm racing, I have to move everything and put the wheel on here. So I'm extremely happy that it's so easy to move. And like all I do is unplug it from the back, twist the knob real quick, slide it off, put it away. I was really surprised how easy that was. Like it's a lot of things about this yoke, honestly, just really surprised me. Like I thought that, I don't know, I thought it was overhyped, honestly. Personally, I mean, I couldn't really say much about it because I hadn't tried it. I've heard good things about it, but you know, you just never know. And so I guess I was a little bit not biased, but just I wasn't believing all the hype about how good everybody's saying it is until I actually got to try it myself. And now trying it and flying it myself, if we fly over beautiful Orbix, Southern California, yeah, it's definitely worth it for sure. It's kind of cloudy, so we don't get a chance to see much scenery, but here we go for a short period of time.
Contact Los Angeles Center 125.27.
Bombosa, what's up, man? Welcome back to the stream. Good to see you.
16 Bravo, contact Los Angeles Center 125.27.
125.27, 16 Bravo.
Citation 32 Takeoff, Los Angeles Center, cross Coppolat, maintain 14,000, the Palmdale altimeter 29901.
Coppolat 14,000, copy altimeter 2
LA Center, November 16 Bravo, level F level 180.
16 Bravo, Los Angeles Center, after Barry, this is to maintain 14,000, Palmdale altimeter 29901.
14,000 after Barry, November 16 Bravo. Alright, so that's not too far ahead. Let's see. Dart is here. Where's Barry? Oh, there's Barry. So Barry's right after the darts. Right after the darts. So that would put it, what's that, 25 miles away right now? So I'm going to go ahead and just put in our altitude of 14,000. So basically just saying after Barry, descend down to 14,000 feet. So I guess there's going to be a bit of a change of plans. Since we are not, how long have we been live now? Since we're not flying for FSC, which is a huge bummer, because I really wanted to make that good money that we were going to make on that FSC flight. Then there's really no point in me doing all the legs that we were planning on doing. See, we've already been live for almost an hour and a half, yeah, so we could either, and I'll let you guys decide, we could either return back to San Diego from Yoke and we'll just do a 2-leg, or we can fly out to Palm Springs, and that'll be our final stop from Yoke, same plane. So what do you guys, Palm Springs or back to San Diego? Both of them are pretty nice approaches. Obviously, San Diego has a pretty iconic approach in San Diego, but Palm Springs is not too bad either. I don't care either way. Bernie, is the Logitech Pro Flight Yoke system good for a lower end price point? Thinking of investing. From the videos I've watched, again, I don't own that yoke. I've never used it. I've heard mixed reviews on it. Mainly about like kind of the push and pull dead zone, stuff like that. I watched actually Austin Meyer from X-Plane has a video where he kind of compares all of like the most popular yokes, and I believe the Logitech was one of them. And one of the things he said in that video, actually no, I don't remember exactly what he said, but from what I took from that video,
16 Bravo, the Palmdale altimeter 2992.
Palmdale altimeter 2992. Remember 16 Bravo. Was really like, I would say save, like I would just, I mean, I'm not sure how, is that LA? Yeah, it's LAX right there if I left wing. I would say just save the extra money and wait and get a honeycomb instead of the Logitech. That's my thought process right now. Like if I was gonna buy a yoke, I would say save your money instead of using it on the Logitech. Save your money and get the honeycomb. Yep, that's LAX right over there. Yeah, Mock Brick is agreeing with me. Save your money and get the honeycomb, man. Yeah, that's another thing. That's one of the things he mentioned is it only has 45 degrees of rotation. What the heck is that? This one has, it goes all the way, I believe, what, 90? I can't do it right now. We've crashed, but this one has full rotation to about 90. So yeah, save your money, brother. All right, so I'm getting votes for San Diego. When you get your Yoke, you can try to play F1 with it. Try it. I'm not gonna probably try it right now. I have a wheel. If I didn't have a wheel, I would definitely try racing with the Yoke. Just make sure you turn the pitch access off, and let me know how that goes. Let me know how that goes. Alright, so Palmdale altimeter 2992. We have been told to descend down to 14,000 feet after Barry. Barry is our next waypoint, coming up in about 5 miles now. Nice and cloudy out here. And so far you guys are voting for San Diego, so we'll do a return flight back to San Diego for our second leg, and then we'll call it a day. I'm so upset. I'm so upset that I freaking forgot to start my flight. So I'm gonna have to do it on my own later on. So we do need to file an IFR flight plan for that second leg. So let me figure that out. It's gonna be a non-towered airport. But we can still file an IFR flight plan out of there. Real splash pad, I'm using keyboard. I'm not using any kind of macro pad, no. I have my regular numpad here. Alright, here comes Barry. Let's go ahead and descend. Let's switch over to vertical speed mode. And then I believe this button makes it go down. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird autopilot. Yeah, alright, cool, we're descending. 1,500 feet per minute. We'll pull the power back just slightly so we don't overspeed. I'm gonna get the airport information for Yoke. There's not going to be an ATIS, I don't think, out there. Thank you, Hendrick, for the follow, my friend. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family. Hello. Welcome to the stream, bro.
16 Bravo, Mechanic Joshua, approach 12651, good day.
12651, good day.
126.1, 261.
Thank you. 126.1, everyone says, bro. 126.1. I knew I was gonna get it wrong. 126.1. Transfer. Joshua approach November 16 Bravo, descending down to 14,000. We're at 16,000.
16 Bravo, Joshua, hello. Do you have an approach request?
Ah, shoot. No standby. 16 Bravo. That's what I meant to do a second ago. Let's move this off the screen. We'll get our avatar up and find out what runway we want to land on. They're all plenty long enough. The winds out there are variable at 5 knots. Of course they're variable. Which direction are we coming in from? The south? Let's go with runway... I don't know, man. Let's see. I mean, we could go straight in, but I think I would rather land the other way. Let's go with 15.
With Bravo.
32 Echo Alpha, Joshua, approach, Roger.
Yeah, let's go runway 15. Wait, there's 2 runways here. Which runway is this right here? Oh, runway... Okay, 15. Let's do 10. Let's do 15. Joshua approach. November 16 Bravo. Can we get runway 15?
November 16 Bravo. Unless you want an approach to one of the runways, if you want a visual approach, then it'll just be a visual approach for the airport.
Yeah, visual is fine. 16 Bravo.
Roger. Expect visual approach in Yoke Airport.
Oh, now we can see some nice scenery out here. Alright, so we're expecting the visual, and we'll personally try to get 15. It depends. Visibility should be okay out there. Let's go outside for a second. Oh boy. Oh yeah. Wow. What Microsoft Flight Simulator? Oh man, Orbix is doing a thing, man.
Number 16 Bravo, to maintain 13,000.
13,000, 16 Bravo. The wrong button. Yeah, it's the right button. Alright, 13,000 feet. Vertical speed. Yeah, should be good. Alright, still trying to get the weather. So the weather in your current is variable at 5 knots. Visibility 10, temperature 27, dew point 01, 2986. And it's really all we got for that area right now. So there's not really weather. The wind is very, like, I guess, calm, pretty much.
Marine 9 Kilo Tango, pick up approach level
I
Riverside.
can show you guys the avatar. So there is an RNAV for 2. We're gonna go with the visual instead. So we'll go 15, so landing to the south. China Lake is just out here, so like the class Delta of China Lake is just out there. We're IFR, so we shouldn't have too much of an issue, but we'll have to see. Because he may cancel IFR when we get close enough, most likely. Here comes 13,000 feet. Let me add the link, and I don't think I added it, did I? Yeah, I did. In the description, I have links for basically everything I'm using right now. And you can compare the price. I haven't looked at the comparison between if you get the Warthog joystick and throttle together versus if you get them separately. You'd have to do the math there. I haven't actually done the math myself there. Hendrick, my friend, I honestly don't have no idea what those two airports are. BREMUC, what's the full IKO for that? And what's that location?
Number 32 Echo Alpha across GNE, had to maintain 8,000.
Renato, say hello to Brazil. Bom dia, Brazil. Good to see you guys. Muito prazer. I gotcha. I mean, personally, I feel you. Yeah, I mean, Honeycomb Yoke versus a new Xbox. I mean, if the Xbox is something that's really important to you, Xbox might win that battle because you can obviously do a lot more with an Xbox than you can with a Honeycomb Yoke, right? It depends on, I guess, where your priorities are. For me personally, if I were to buy one of them, I would go with the Honeycomb. Like, I personally am not planning on getting the new Xbox or the new PlayStation because I got this, you know, multi-$1,000 PC now, right? That is paid off. And I'm not trying to buy another console because I'm really kind of dedicated to doing PC now.
Number 16 Bravo, contact Joshua, approach 124.55.
124.55, November 16 Bravo. 4.55. Joshua, approach November 16 Bravo. We're level at 13,000.
Number 16 Bravo, Joshua, approach, roger.
Alright, got me. Yeah, I mean, Black Friday's coming up in what, a couple months now? What's it, August now, September, November? Yeah, in a couple months, Black Friday's coming up, so you might want to hold off on some of those big purchases and just in the hopes that some of these things may go on sale. I don't know if Honeycomb's gonna go on sale. I kind of doubt it, but it might. It's possible. I know Thrustmaster is probably gonna have a sale for Black Friday. I don't know what's gonna be on sale and for how much. A lot of PC parts are gonna be on sale for Black Friday. Yeah, so I mean, if you can wait 2 months, you might save yourself a lot of money.
Visual approach runway 27.
Visual approach runway 27, 89 Kilo Tango.
You might save yourself a lot of money. Malaysian Pulling Ball, welcome to the stream. Good to see you.
November 89 Kilo Tango, contact Riverside Tower. Good night.
Sassy Gaming, sorry I missed you. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Kilo Tango.
We're almost there. We are not far out from our destination. We are 50 miles away. 11 minutes is what it says if we're flying direct. We're actually about to fly right over Edwards. I think that's what it's called, right? Edwards. Yeah. Edwards Air Force Base. As a Class Delta, will be well above that. This whole area right here, I believe, is a MOA, right? Or restricted airspace. One of those. And then actually this whole area right here is an MOA, a military operating area. And then here's China Lake right here.
SoCal approach 134.
And then here's our destination right next to China Lake.
2 for SoCal, 2 opposite.
And we plan to land on 15. We'll make our radio calls, let everybody in the area know. Speaking of that, what is the CTAF? What's the CTAF for that airport?
Number 32 Echo Alpha.
Renato, thank you for the subscription.
ISIL, proceed direct.
Muito obrigado. Welcome to the Blue Air Royal family.
Clear ILS from a 16 right approach.
Muito obrigado. All right, let's see. Let's get the
Oh, you lost me on that one.
point info,
yeah,
frequency, Unicon 122.8.
ISIL, Echo, India, Foxtrot, Echo, Lima. Proceed direct Umber, cross Umber at or above 6,000, cleared ILS from a 16 right approach.
Oh, that's right.
Sassy, how much is this plane? I'd have to look on the website, but I would say around $30, something like that. Usually how much Carenado's planes cost, around between $25 and $35. Malaysian, we are landing at a small airport called Yoke, right next to China Lake in Southern California. We're on the Pilotedge network, and that's where the ATC that you guys hear. Matter of fact, Pilotedge has already announced that they will be basically compatible with Microsoft Flight Simulator from day one, which is pretty darn cool. The main thing I'm wondering when it comes to ATC for Pilotedge and VATSIM is how are the models going to work, right? How is that going to work? Is it going to use the default models that come out of Microsoft Flight Simulator to populate with, you know, people who are Pilotedge traffic? Or, you know, how's that gonna work? Yes, Pilot Eyes Global, I 100% believe that the marketplace will be full. Like, not just have a few things, but it's gonna be a lot of things in the marketplace, the Microsoft marketplace whenever on release day. Graham Porter, welcome back to the stream, man. Good to see you. Always good to see you, man. Glad you can make it. Why choose one service over the other? I'm assuming you say Pilotedge over VATSIM. Pilotedge is not free. VATSIM is free. Pilotedge still, and I hold to this, is more realistic. Even though it's a smaller area, it's more realistic. VATSIM is good. It's fun. I love it. I actually do love VATSIM. I do recommend VATSIM. And it's available all over the world, you know, whenever controllers happen to be there. But personally, I plan to be a real pilot someday, and Pilotedge kind of holds you to real world standards, and that's kind of what I need. So I still do VATSIM if I'm not flying in SoCal, but I personally enjoy Pilotedge. Graham says it's going to be 747s and 8318s. VATSIM, I wouldn't say VATSIM is for ATC noobs. I mean, you can be new to ATC and do Pilotedge, but you're going to need to learn some things. There's a training program that Pilotedge has on their website that you can learn things, but VATSIM has a similar thing as well, where you can learn how to talk to ATC through VATSIM. So I wouldn't say it's for noobs specifically, but compared to Pilotedge, yes. WMKK Tower, what's up, my friend? Welcome to the channel. Thank you for the subscription, and welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family. Will you casting? Can you go to the back of airliners on this game or on Microsoft Flight Simulator? On this game, yes, you can. Just like this. Hold on, I'm trying to find. I think I have a view. Apparently, I don't. Okay. I thought I had a view, but I don't. But yes, you do. We can go to the back of airliners. This is the interior cabin of the Saab 340. Not too comfortable. Pretty loud. But you know, it's what do you expect? in a plane like this.
1 Lima uniform, passing 1 toast for 2 toast. 751 Lima uniform, circle departure, radar contact, climb, maintain 13,000. Climb, maintain 13,000, November.
Cloudy. Alright guys, we're 6 minutes out. Let's go ahead and remind ourselves the CTAF or INUCOM frequency for INYO current is 122.8. Off to the east of the airfield is China Lake class Delta, which is up to 4,800 feet. So we want to do our best not to fly in that area because we probably will not have clearance to fly into it. Honestly, even though we chose runway 15, we might switch to the opposite side because it may be easier to get in there without breaking any laws. Robert Vickers, thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the Blue Arrow family. I want to try to stay out of this airspace over here, and it's not a lot of space on this side. You can see on this side is a mountain. So it's my first time flying here, so I don't know much about this airport. So what we may do is just go ahead and fly straight in and land runway 33, and we'll have a long as heck taxi back to the ramp, which is why I chose 15. Or we could also land on runway 2, and that's actually a shorter. Let's do runway 2. Yeah. there's an approach for that though, and we might have to request that approach, and I'm not sure if it's too late for it. Let's go to Avatab, toggle tablet, and there's an RNAV GPS approach. Yeah, we've already flown through most of it, so it's a little bit too late to ask for that. Again, you can see right here, restricted area. So yeah, this is gonna be, we kind of put ourselves in a tough situation because we chose the runway we probably shouldn't be taking. Yeah, it's not gonna be good look. So here it says airport elevation 2,457. We're at 13,000 feet right now. We may need to circle this airport, but we're getting pretty close. Andy, my friend, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family. 24 frames in these clouds. Every time I do a flight in X-Plane, it just makes me think of how this exact flight would go if I were in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Like, what would the clouds look like right now if we were in Microsoft Flight Simulator? Oh my god, look at the scenery. Holy crap, that looks good. Texting my wife back. What up, Flying Dutchman? I'm not sure if I said hi to you, but welcome, bro. Good to see you, man. Alright, Real Splashback says this aircraft we're flying right now is $40. So I was just a little bit wrong. Just a little bit wrong.
Chuck off, mechanic Van Nuys target name. Overturn out to altitude.
In September, you guys are saying the new Honeycomb throttle will be coming out. That's pretty cool. Please land big planes at Cape Penis. Okay. Actually, I do have plans to fly some heavier planes, probably coming up next week. May try out the 787 and even possibly the A350, maybe. You know, things always change really. Like, wow, we're getting close. Things change always at the last minute. This is gonna be interesting. I'm not sure what ATC is gonna do here. We're at 13,000 feet. The airport is... Actually, you know what? He's flying us over this little mountain here. After that, he may actually allow us to have a bit of to descend, because we're pretty high over this airport. I don't know if I need to call in and cancel IFR or what. It's getting bouncy. At least the weather's clearing up. There's China Lake right off our right there. I can see it already. Right there is China Lake. And actually, I have a visual of the airfield right below us. So I'm gonna go ahead and let them know we have I have the field. Where we at? Joshua approach, November 16 Bravo, we have the field.
16 Bravo, good visual approach into the EUK airport. There's no track for conservative radio service is terminated. Report gas station no IFR, Mr. Approach on my frequency change approved.
Alright, frequency change approved, November 16 Bravo, thank you. Alright, so we're going to switch over to Unicom. We're a little bit high. 122.8 transfer. He didn't actually tell us to squawk VFR, but he did tell us to let him know when we cancel IFR, which we'll probably do on the ground. I'm going to go ahead and slow this thing down. It's going to be interesting, a very non-legit approach into this airport. As you can see, we're at 13,000 feet. Airfield elevation is 2,000, and we got to find a way to land in there without busting through the class delta of China Lake and flying into a mountain. So let's see how we can do. I'm probably gonna fly out, descend, and fly basically straight because we're right on the line of this restricted airspace, and then turn back around and do that. So let's go ahead. We'll disconnect autopilot, pull the power back, start our descent. Oops, sorry. Welcome back, Pat. Welcome back, Pat. Doomslayer, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. And Yoke current, we're expecting, what was the runway we said? Runway 15? Yeah, runway 15. We'll see how this goes, man. This is gonna be sketchy. Sketchy. Let's get the weather one more time out here. Weather is altimeter 2986. Actually, well, look at that. Now we have wind 180 at 6 knots. So runway 15 actually is the correct one, at least for the wind. 1986. We'll go ahead and put that in on our 1986. Again, trying to watch out for. Oh, we're already in it. Jesus. We're already flying through this military airspace. So I'm trying to stay out of it, the military airspace, as much as I can. There's not a lot of space out here, guys. There's not a lot of space to maneuver between these airspaces. We're like right on the line right now. Eagle Eye, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. What aircraft do I hope to fly professionally? I hope to fly. I would love to fly business jets.
Traffic.
Business jets are something I've always been really interested in. Where's that traffic at? He said our 9 o'clock, 700 feet below us. I do not have eyes on that traffic. Alright guys, you're gonna see how we go. This will be, well, I've done some landings before, offline. They haven't been great. That's all I'm gonna say. So we'll see what happens with our flight today. Once the gear is down, you can send your predictions. Pensacola, that's what that is, Robert Vickers. Thank you, man. Alright, running out of space. We're gonna go ahead and make a left turn. I'll tell you, man, this thing is so freaking milky smooth. Like, I'm not even gonna call it butter. This Yoke is milky smooth, man. I love it. I love how it feels, especially the roll. Alright, where are we right now? We're gonna make a traffic call. We're 8 miles north. In your current traffic, Saab 16 Bravo, 8 miles north, inbound, runway 15 in your current. Hope I'm on the right frequency. Yeah, I am. And my throttle is basically at, yeah, very steep turn. Not a lot of room, guys. We gotta make it work. We gotta make it work. Alright, see if we can get visual on the airfield. That's not it, I don't think, right there, is it? It might be. I think it is it. Yeah, that's it. That's our airfield right there. I have the field. Yep, airport's right there. Speaking of Edward, we're not far from Edwards Air Force Base. No, this is first leg. We have one more leg after this. We're actually going to do a return flight back to San Diego. IFR. I mean, if we want to mix it up, we could take off VFR and then pick up IFR airborne, but we'll just do IFR from the ground. One thing I'm still trying to get used to is holding like where to put my hand on the actual yoke itself so that I can actually trim it out. Because like right now I'm holding it, so now I'm finally able to trim.
Traffic.
There we go. All right, so we're high. I think we're slow enough for some flaps, so we're coming in flaps 1. And I would say we're about 3 miles out. In your current traffic, Saab 16 Bravo, 3 mile final runway 15 in your current. I'm gonna go gear down. We're just above 120 knots right now. Where is this traffic? It keeps calling it. I'm not seeing it. I don't have eyes on traffic. Alright, yaw damper off. We're high. Alright, flaps. Gonna make a bit of a steep drop here. Alright, this might be sketchy.
Sink rate. Sink rate.
As you can hear them.
Sink rate.
We're not going around.
Sink rate. Sink rate.
Oh,
sink rate.
boy.
Sink rate. 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 Pull up. Pull up. Pull
Don't
up.
sink.
Pull up.
Alright, here we go. Oh boy. Okay, too much pressure. Oh! Oh, that was harder than it looked like it was gonna be. Holy crap, reversers. Ouch. Did you see the camera shake? Holy crap, that looked like it. That looked painful. I warned you guys. I warned you there was some hard landings in our future as we test out this yoke and learn how it works. And there's proof right there. But we made it, guys. Welcome to In Your Current. Oh my god. Yes, Jesus, right. If we had what's that thing? Self-loading cargo, they'd probably be screaming right now. They'd probably be screaming. Alright, we're gonna taxi. We're gonna use the whole runway all the way to the end. Whiplash was right. Did you see the way his head like rocked forward? That was crazy. Well, it's okay, Patrick. Thankfully, we forgot the passengers today. So, yeah, we're empty. And we're basically ferrying the plane, so we're going to ferry it back to San Diego to pick them up for later. Another pilot who doesn't forget passengers. Alright. We'll pull off here to the left. There should be a taxiway over here. That's called snapback syndrome. Gotcha. Yeah, we'll watch that replay. Don't worry. We'll watch the replay. Whew. Well, you know, you gotta learn at some point. You don't just come out the gate just milky smooth landings. You know what I mean? Alright, we'll park over here next to that hangar. Alright, flaps up. I'll put her right there. I think I turned off. Okay, yeah, that's all fine. So parking brake is set, and I'll pull back that and shut the engines off. Welcome, guys, to In Your Kern. Probably, you know, yeah. Again, we're empty. We forgot the passengers back at home, sadly. What was our landing rate? Let's see. Ooh, 503. Yeah, that's what 503 looks like, apparently. I need to... Oh, shoot. I didn't cancel IFR. And I think... Is our avionics still on? Let me go back to approach. Let's get the GPU power. I didn't cancel IFR. I won't leave him hanging. Alright, I think avionics should be working now. Joshua, approach number 16 Bravo. I want to cancel IFR.
16 Bravo for cancellation received.
Thank you, good day. Alright, cool. So
Papa Whiskey, connect Joshua, approach 124.
IFR is canceled. So that means basically we're completing our flight.
3 Papa Whiskey.
Keep that in mind though, 12550. That's what we were on. So we might need to contact them again later when we leave. 1255. 124.55.
Joshua approach, Sirius 383 Papa Whiskey at 7500.
Cool. Alright, now we'll go ahead and disconnect.
3 Papa Whiskey, Joshua.
And we don't really need to shut it down completely. But we'll disconnect from Pilotedge, disconnect GPU. And we'll see how that looked from the outside. That was crazy.
Disconnected.
Disconnected. Thank you. All right, replay time. 500 was our landing rate. Yes, it's gonna be a very interesting replay. That is correct. So let's see how I did. Those mountains, though. I think you know what happened was I was distracted by the view. I could always come up with an excuse. All right, here we go. You see us struggling on the way in. I mean, from the outside, it doesn't look as bad. You do see the gear kind of go in there. Yeah, bounced that mug and then landed. We bounced it and then landed on the front gear. That's probably what all that was. But look at this though. This is something I am proud of. Now I understand it was a hard landing. Yeah, we can all agree on that. But what about that center line? Let's see. Oh, actually no, we might not have been on. Let's see. How far off was I? Ooh, okay, we landed right next to it. So pretty okay on the center line right there. This is somewhere we can start. Again, not great. Didn't use too much runway either. We could have used half of that runway. And I wouldn't say these planes are hard to land. I've landed this plane with a joystick before in the past and had no problem at all. So I think it's just, you know, the learning curve, you know, it's just me learning how to land a plane with a yoke instead of a joystick. You know, it's very different the way you do it, you know what I mean? And I'm still learning. I think the roll part, I'm definitely still trying to figure that out. But even harder than figuring out the roll of the yoke is the pitch, figuring out how much pressure to give. You see how the nose keeps popping up? It's because I'm giving it too much pressure as I'm trying to get ready for a flare, which actually never really happened. But I mean, honestly, even though it was rough, it was hard, it was 500 feet per minute, whatever, like it's better than I thought. I thought we would have landed in the dirt. Yeah, I thought we were gonna land in the dirt. Let's watch it from wing view, aka the cringe camera. Ooh. That XP realistic head shake really Really sells that. Really sells the hard landing. Doomslayer, it's the cringe camera, bro. I should say it's my bad, not the cringe camera. It's the pucker cam. You know, pucker cam. Ooh. Yeah, that's one of those landings where like
don't sink.
You're in the passenger seat and you're like, you know, you're waiting for the wheels to touch down. And honestly, like a lot of times when you're landing, you don't really know how hard you're gonna touch down. Like you don't know how well the pilot's gonna, you know, go into the flare and all that stuff. You don't know. You don't know. You can try to guess by watching, you know, how fast you go down, but you really never know how many G's you're gonna pull when you touch down. And for this one, I feel like you're just like, all right, you're waiting for it, you're waiting for it, and then you finally touch down. You're like, holy crap, come on, man, what are you doing up there?
Don't sink, don't sink, don't sink, don't sink.
Eesh.
Don't sink.
All right,
don't sink.
That's enough of that.
Don't sink.
We got one more leg to do.
Don't sink. Don't
return
sink.
leg back to San Diego,
and
we need to file an IFR flight plan. So I gotta figure out what that's supposed to. Holy crap! What's going on? I came out of replay mode and it crashed my plane. Yes, I want a new flight. All right, Kilo, India, Yankee, Kilo, in your Kern. We'll load up where we were, which is over here somewhere. Yep, that ended quickly. So now we gotta restart the thing from scratch, which is okay. We were gonna have to do that anyways. All right, start a new flight. It won't take us long to load in since we're already there. While that's waiting, I will start to attempt to file an IFR flight plan. Flavio Garcia, what's up, my friend? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family. Good to see you, my dude. Good to see you. Thanks for coming through and supporting the family. All right, so you know, we forgot the passengers back in San Diego, so there's nobody really here except for me and you. But I will open the doors anyways because I need to take a quick restroom break. Boom. And let's see. Who is that? You guys are coming through today. Tyler Espinoza with the subscription. Thank you for the sub. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family. Thank you guys so much for the support. Again, I do plan to do Microsoft Flight Simulator videos and live streams as soon as I am given permission. So that could be the 18th, could be sooner, who knows. But I'll be there for sure. Let's see, K-San. Second leg will be on Pilotedge. So we'll be taking off from an untowered airport and flying to San Diego, which is obviously a towered airport. We'll be using, I think it's 122.7, I believe, which is the generic IFR clearance frequency, I believe. Let me double check in my notes. I did have that typed up. Watching blue with blue hair. Alright, let me see. Blue games. Yes, 122.1 is the generic clearance frequency. Yep, any landing that you can walk away from is a good one. If you didn't die, well, we actually kind of died, but that was after the fact. That was after the fact. All right, so we did 18,000 on the way here. We can do 19 on the way back. We can go higher. We can do 21. We'll be going east, so odd numbers. Let's do 210 knots. I'm sorry, 210. We'll go to 210 for altitude on the way back. Speed is gonna be, I don't know, like 300, something like that. Honestly, don't know. How long did that leg take to get here? How long did it take to get here? Like 30, 45 minutes, something like that. Block time was 1 hour and 7. Flight time was 58 minutes. So that's actually longer than I expected, but it's not bad. It's not bad. Renee, welcome to the stream. Yes, it's going I'm doing well, and the honeycomb yoke has been doing pretty good so far. As you can see again, the yoke actually twists for 90 degrees, and then it stops, so you can't go any farther than that. But again, when it comes to going left and right, it's super freaking smooth. Back and forth is a little bit tougher to do it, and then pushing it, you got to give it a little bit more pressure to do those. But it feels really good, man. Like it turns just as smooth as it feels. But right now, guys, just stand by. I'm trying to get our flight plan prepared for the return leg back to San Diego, and I have to do some things to figure that out. If there are already any IFR gurus in chat, you could definitely let me know of what the flight plan that I should be flying, because I could obviously use the help. Will be IFR? I mean, yeah, we could fly VFR, but I don't think I want to do that. We'll still be Slant Lima. That worked out for us the first time. Kilo India Yankee Kilo, and then Kilo Sierra Alpha November. Cruise out to 21,000 feet. Our alternate will go with what's down there. If for whatever reason we cannot land in San Diego, our alternate will be Palm Springs. Not that far. And I like that airport. All right, cool. Now I just need a route. So let's start with the arrival. Let's start with seeing if there's like an arrival we can fly into San Diego. We'll just start there. So I'm actually gonna open up Avatab and see what arrivals are available. We know they're landing on runway 27. That's something we do know. I'm gonna delete these. And I like to kind of have my departure first, so I'm actually gonna research San Diego and have that show up second. And go to arrival. There's 7 arrivals. There's the Barrett 5. Now, like for example, like with Microsoft Flight Simulator, it's gonna be a lot easier to plan flights like these because it kind of does it on its own. You know what I mean? You kind of say, hey, I want to go here, and it just tells you what to do. I'm thinking this might be, I think Barrett might actually not be bad. We're not coming from that direction, but if we like connect at Barrett, actually no, I don't think this is I don't think this is gonna be a good arrival. Comics 2R now. Let's see about that. This one comes from the north over the ocean. That's an option, but I don't think that's what we want to do. There's the Hubbard. Anybody in chat know like the typical arrival that you would fly from the north into San Diego? Cardi has a waypoint. That's funny. Usually I fly like around along the coast. Playa 1 RNAV. Did I skip one? Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be the one for sure. I want one that kind of ends on this side of the airport, so this one's not gonna work either. Shamu 1 arrival. I mean, this one, same thing. That's a no. That's a no for me, dog. And then Top Gun 2, that's a cool name for an arrival. I always wonder like who names the arrival charts and how often do you get a chance to name it? Alright, so here's the airfield, right? I don't think Top Gun's gonna be one either. The best one right now looks like the Barrett. We'll try for that. Let's try for the Barrett. And we'll just enter like at Carroll or Barrett, one of those. There's Julian VOR right over the mountains. me see what it looks like. Yeah, that won't be too far out of the way either. And then maybe we can connect over the Palmdale VOR again. A lot of this stuff I learned in ground school, but I only really learned the VFR version of flight planning in ground school. Yeah, so we'll go to Palmdale. We'll go direct from here to Palmdale. And then from Palmdale, we'll go... It'll be pretty simple IFR flight plan. Palmdale to some waypoint on this arrival. Probably Barrett or Carroll. Probably do Carroll. I'm definitely not going way the heck out here. That's gonna be unnecessary. Yeah, I would do that. Yeah, so Top Gun's not for us. When does that movie come out, by the way, guys? I mean, we saw a couple trailers, but when does the Top Gun movie actually come out? I'm looking forward to it. Did we try Lucky One? Did we look at that one already? Oh, that's the one I have open already, I think. Lucky could work. We'd have to go in over here somewhere. I'll keep it up. I don't think we're gonna need it because I'm pretty sure he's gonna change our flight plan, but I think we'll get better at it as we do it and as we learn more about how to create our flight plan. They pushed it back to sometime this winter. Okay, thank you, Tyler. Yeah, let's do this. So we'll do Barrett and our transition will be like Carroll. I don't know if that's possible, but that's the one we're gonna create right there. Runway 27 from Barrett to PGY on the 043 radio to IFHEJ and then blah blah blah. Okay, cool. All right, so Barrett 5 arrivals we're gonna do into San Diego. That is the plan. Let me do this thing. I'm not sure there's any airways that can take us in between those 2 points. Palmdale, was it the Barrett's 5 RNAV? Yeah, Barrett 5. And Carroll. Let's see. Again, this is kind of like a bootleg IFR flight plan, but we're gonna try. Or the Julian. We can go to the, we can do the Julian VOR instead. Let's try that. Alright, my next question is there an airway that goes between Palmdale and Julian?
Don't want no pity, this part of my testimony. Yeah, I probably could've hit a lick with all my homies. Instead I played it cool and sat at home all by my lonely. You can go be stupid, I'll be fine with being phony. Cause I seen how that worked out for City Byron and Joey. Now my brother's serving life in a day. Putting money on his books, gotta pray. Both families still grieving for a loss. Man, this is not a game you wanna play. Cause I went from a bag to a bag to a bag. I remember me and mama used to ride the cab. Pull up at the lot, no more lease, we paying cash. Show up to a crib, had the keys to a Jag. That's that light work, flexing so much it hurt. Used to rock hand-me-downs, now Versace down my shirt. I remember them days we couldn't wait for the first. Finally made me a meal.
There we go.
Eating off the verse. Yeah. Tell me what's worse. Being hungry.
Alright, so Yardmai, yes. William Jr.'s, I'm loving the Yoke, man. Loving it. Captain Rick, sorry I'm being quiet, guys. I'm trying to create flight plan, an IFR flight plan from scratch. Not using SimBrief or anything like that. I'm just making it from scratch. So I'm trying to make it, and I think I just got it in. It's on my laptop, so sadly you can't see it, but that's what I'm trying to do. So I feel like the controller might laugh at me when he sees what I've done. Yardma, I'm sorry, man, but I'm under NDA and I cannot discuss or comment on what can and cannot be done on Microsoft Flight Simulator. Only thing I can talk about is stuff that basically the public already knows. Drewski, can you still sign up for Pilotedge even if you don't have updated star and SIDS because you don't have Navigraph? That is a great question, Drewski. That's a great question. I mean, you can sign up, you just won't have updated charts. So I don't think that'll be a good look for you. Well, Chewy's answering the question because he is part of the media group that's allowed to post videos and talk about it. I am not in that group, sadly, so I cannot talk about it. I will say, I think, who was it? I think Os Flight Simmer posted a video about ground services a couple of days ago, so check out his video. Chewy might have done a video as well on the same subject, so I'm not sure, but I personally can't. I'm a beta tester, but I don't have the same privileges to talk about the game as the guys you see posting videos and streaming it right now. So alright, let's go ahead and file this and we'll see if we can get approved. Sorry for the delay, guys. It's not like, you know, one of our usual VATSIM flights where we just, you know, freaking make a flight plan on SimBrief and then just go fly. I need to actually create something, but we'll see. I don't even know if this is right. So he may, I don't know, we'll see. Hopefully he'll be nice to me. All right, so the flight plan I'm filing is Boyle to Juliet 50, to Papa Delta Zulu, Juliet 93, Juliet Lima India, Karul, and then Barrett 5, and then we're expecting runway 27. So we'll see if this actually is legit. So I'm gonna file it. Actually, let me change my call sign. I'm gonna file it, and then we'll ask for clearance, and we'll see what happens. All right, it's filed. Yes, Yaldemar is a separate media group. So there's a lot bigger group of alpha and beta testers for Microsoft Flight Simulator. But then there's a smaller group of people who are like, like IGN, Chewy, Squirrel. There's a certain smaller group of people, mostly YouTube channels and gaming websites, who got basically like a media pass to be able to post videos of original Microsoft Flight Simulator content and stuff like that. So unless you're a part of that group, it doesn't matter if you have access to the beta or not. You cannot say anything about stuff that hasn't already been announced. So that's why I have to be very careful what I say, because I am still under NDA. All right, so they're kind of started. Left battery or right battery. Not sure if we have the GPU plugged in. We do not. GPU, there it is. External power is on. Let's get reconnected to Pilotedge, and we'll be ready to go for our second leg today.
Connected to Pilotedge.
What up, Daily Dose? Good to see you, man. Ahmed, welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you. No, I wish, Yadma. Yeah, all beta testers are not allowed to post videos. Trust me. I know. If I had access, if I had permission, I would absolutely be making videos and doing live streams. No, I don't think they had. I don't know, because I'm not one of them, but I'm pretty sure they didn't have to pay for, like, to be a media member. Like, it's just kind of like you have to be chosen. Avionics are coming on. Nav lights are already on. Strobe on. We'll turn the seatbelt sign on. I think that's it over there. All right, that's good. All right. So as we said, the generic clearance is on. Actually, let's switch back. So I want to keep that one.
We'll go see.
122. I think it was 7. No, 122.2 is the generic Pilotedge IFR clearance hotline, as I call it. Clearance November 16 Bravo radio check.
Line clear.
Clearance number 16 Bravo. We're in your Kern. We're looking for IFR to San Diego, Slant Lima.
Going 6 Bravo. Joshua departure is clear to San Diego Airport is filed. Excuse me, climb maintain level 210. Departure frequency is 124.55. Squawk 6230. Holds for release.
All right, clear to San Diego. Flight level 210. Departure on 124.55. Squawk 6239. I think it was. What's this, Bravo?
6230.
I knew I got that wrong. 6230 for November 16 Bravo.
16 Bravo, read back correct. Advise this frequency first line for departure. If I have any uniform radar contact, SoCal departure.
All right, that was pretty simple. So yeah, approach is on the same frequency we were on, so we're expecting that again. We need to talk to him when we're ready for departure out of this airport. And basically, he didn't change anything on my flight plan, which is extremely surprising. So, you know, the first flight plan, we got a complete new IFR flight plan for that first flight plan, and the second one we got what we asked for. So, maybe I learned something. All right, so go put this in. Load airway. Juliet 50, and then Papa Delta Zulu, which I think is the Paradise VOR. I love the name of that VOR. Like, I love having it in my flight plan. It makes me feel like I'm going somewhere nice. And then after that, we'll hop on another airway, which is gonna be the Juliet Niner 3. And thank you, Nuggets 737 for the follow. Welcome to the Blue Airway family, my friend. JLI is our next waypoint. After that, load. After Julian, we'll continue to San Diego. Kilo Sierra Alpha November, and then I'm gonna actually go load procedure arrival, and we'll be on the Barrett 5. Actually, none of these work for us. Give me a second to find out which the closest one going in the right direction is. Avatab. You know, one thing I was wondering about Microsoft Flight Simulator is, like, are they gonna have like an Avatab? You know, like a way to see real world charts in the sim? Is there gonna be a way to do that, or are we still gonna have to use Navigraph like on side of it, even though it has all the information in the simulator? It just is not gonna have it. I don't know. Like, if you see the videos of the 747, you see like it has a tablet. Like, or is there gonna be anything on that tablet? You know, I don't know. So I'm wondering. So let's see, what's our options here? EED, IPL, and 29 Palms. They're all way the heck out here. It doesn't really matter which one we pick. We're gonna pick 29 Palms, and runway 27 for San Diego. Load arrival. And now we're gonna go through this and delete everything up before Karul. Wow, I just had a deja vu. So click on 29 Palms, remove. Momar, remove. Sultan, remove. All right, so we'll be starting at Karul, right there, baby.
Roger, you expect that.
Yeah, I'm sure either they'll add it or a third party will come in and add it somehow. One thing I have a huge question on with Microsoft Flight Simulator, and not just a question, but a request. We've been seeing a lot of people posting, you know, a lot of developers, I should say, posting screenshot teasers about their new payware sceneries and planes coming out. And like, it's exciting, right? It's cool. I'm excited about seeing what payware developers can do to enhance and make Microsoft Flight Simulator even better than it's going to be. But my concern and my thought and my question is, what about freeware? right? Like, what about them? What about the freeware developers? What about freeware scenery, freeware planes? What's one thing that, you know, the most popular, most successful plane in X-Plane was a freeware community project, completely free, and it's still being updated to this day. P3D, I don't know if anything is like that on P3D side and FSX. I'm not sure that they have that at all. Let me finish before I get sidetracked. All right, so we got our arrival, and then we're gonna have the RNAV approach, most likely from runway 27, RNAV GPS, and then we're gonna need the airport chart for San Diego as well. But yeah, what about freeware, man? Like, what about that? Like, I'm hoping it doesn't just turn into, you know, I don't know, something where like you have to pay for freaking everything, man.
5 Delta Juliet, send to maintain 5,000.
All right, we got a squawk code in, we got a flight plan in, and we're basically ready to go. We'll start the engines up, and then we'll ask him to allow us to be released for our clearance. And yeah, so let's get this thing started. So we'll go up to the top.
5 Delta Juliet, send information.
Oh, that looks good. That looks good. That looks good. Oh, we need to close the door. That's kind of important. Yo, CJ, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream, bro. Welcome, welcome.
5 Delta Juliet, does that mean you have it or you're gonna get it? Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thanks. If I have a uniform, leaving Bravo airspace, connect SoCal approach.
Yeah, Yadma, that's what I'm concerned about, man. Like, X-Plane has a lot of payware, don't get me wrong, right? But they have a lot of freeware, and I feel like they have more freeware compared to like what P3D and FSX have. Right? I know they have free stuff too, but I feel like when you compare the two of the amount of free stuff they have that's quality and actually good versus P3D, I feel like X-Plane has more, and X-Plane is kind of built on that. It's one of my favorite things about X-Plane is the fact that, you know, you don't have to buy stuff. There's like Ortho, for example. Ortho, all this right now, we're in X-Plane. I almost forgot we're playing X-Plane right now. All this, actually, this is not Ortho. Wait, where are we? I think, I'm not sure. This is actually paid. My bad. I was about to give you an example, but I'm about to lie. This is Orbix. Southern California. This ain't free, but you don't have to buy Orbix Southern California, because you know what, you can use Ortho 4XP and get the exact same area with really nice scenery or ground textures for free with Ortho 4XP. It's gonna cost you a bit of hard drive space. So I'm just hoping that we have great like utilities and things like that for Microsoft. Anyway, let me not talk too much, guys. We got another flight to do, about 45 minute long flight. Let's get the ignition switches turned on and covered, and then we will start our beacon lights coming on. I have a switch for that now. Amazing. I love this honeycomb yoke. Am I turning things off or on? I'm still getting used to that.
What is your approach request?
All right, good. All right, cool. Yeah, start the engine number 2. Avionics gonna shut off here for a second. I'm glad the GTN doesn't shut off.
What approach would you like?
And you can see the NG, or the engine, is RPM is coming up, and go up to start right there.
737 Julie Yankee, still got
and we have rotation.
To the San Diego Lindbergh Airport is filed. Climb maintains 5,000. Departure frequency is 127.4. Squawk 1551. Hold for release.
Okay, Cessna 737 Juliet Yankee is cleared to San Diego as filed. Climb 5,000, 127.4.
I agree, Drewski, and I mean, in my video I posted about the PMDG 737, and I talked about the price of it and how it's probably going to be in the $100 range, right? And I got a lot of comments saying that, you know, it was too much money. There's no way people are going to pay for it, and I feel like the hardcore flight simmers will probably pay that $100 for that study level. I don't know. I'm not throwing that name around, but for a high quality 737, that's what I'm gonna call it. They will pay it. Like me, I'll probably buy it. Honestly, like, yeah, it's a lot of money. I don't want to pay $100 for a plane, but if it's gonna be the quality of sim that I want to play, I will probably pay for it, right? But I can't say the same for a lot of people who are just getting into flight simulators and they're playing on an Xbox, right? Or they're younger. Like, those people are not going to pay $100 for one plane when you can get the whole sim for $120, the premium edition. You know what I mean? So I completely understand where they're coming from. Completely.
The CAT ratings, more so the instrument ratings on the Pilotedge website. It seems like there's quite a bit of infamiliarity, so I am going to recommend looking at the I ratings.
I recommend it too. If you guys don't know what the I ratings are, it's basically like a training program that you can go through on Pilotedge that teaches you how to fly IFR, teaches you how to plan IFR flights, how to do IFR procedures, stuff like that. Matter of fact, I'm actually going through it now, so that's why I'm like kind of like fuzzy in some areas. And a lot of people think that IFR is just hitting autopilot, right? But it's not. IFR is a whole lot more than just hitting autopilot and flying. There's a lot of procedural stuff that goes into it if you want to fly it realistically. And so I recommend it too. If you get into Pilotedge, I mean, honestly, anybody can access the IFR area on Pilotedge, and you can just read through it, and you can do the flights on VATSIM if you want. It'll be a little bit different, but it'll be basically the same. I did the whole 11-part VFR training. Posted that like 2 or 3 years ago. That's still up on YouTube, and people have been giving me pretty good feedback on that. Alright, are we good? Both engines are running? Yes, they are. And we're gonna have to probably move that gust lock, aren't we? Alright, let's go ahead and finish this up. Alright, so we're good. Engines are up. We're gonna turn on the generators to the right and on the left. Lights gonna go out. When the lights go out, we turn off the external power and disconnect GPU. Nick, we are flying the Saab 340 today, my friend. Can you imagine, like, in real life, if your job was to fly a different plane every day? That would be crazy. That would be crazy. I mean, all the systems you got to know in real life to do that. That'd be pretty darn close to impossible. All right, so up top, we'll turn the pitot heat on. All those are already on. Props, engines. What am I missing? Auto coursing, since we're up here, we'll turn that on.
Santa Barbara Airport, runway 26 departure procedure to Jared, then as filed. Climb maintain 10,000.
And
climb and main correction departure frequency.
Down here, we'll turn on ACTOT.
5111.
And I believe we have our squawk code that he gave us, which was 6230. We'll be cruising at 21,000. He didn't actually give us any altitudes or anything like that. We'll see if he gives it to us later. For now, we'll leave it at 13,000. We'll raise that if needed.
5 Delta Juliet, this is maintain 3,000.
Nick, hello from Zimbabwe, bro. What's up, man? All the way from freaking Africa. Good to see you. Yes, I agree, man. I hope some decent freeware comes out, man, for Microsoft Flight Sim. That's all I hope. I hope the freeware community are appreciated on there. All right, let's see. Yeah, I think we're good. I'm thinking too much into it. I think we're actually good to go. Yeah, we are. All right, so we're gonna go with taxi. We're gonna use runway. I mean, we could taxi back to 15. You know, let's do that. I'm gonna taxi back to runway 15, and we'll depart 115. I don't think we actually need to. Cause this airport is uncontrolled, so I don't think we actually need to call for taxi just for departure. So we're gonna go ahead and taxi out, turn on taxi lights, release the park. Actually, before we do that,
okay,
condition lever to max.
Release for departure, clearance void, if not off by 10 minutes.
All right, gust lock off. Yeah, I agree, Yadama. They gave the SDK to a lot of, obviously, you know, payware developers. I'm pretty sure the freeware developers have it too. So a lot of those like for the X-Plane ones, there's a lot of the payware developers like, what's his name? How am I forgetting his name? Vertical Sim. He's a payware developer, but he also provides an equal amount of freeware. And I believe he already has the SDK. So there's people who have the SDK who do freeware as well. All right. Seriously though, do I need clearance to taxi? I don't think I do. I don't think I do. All right, park brake released. Let's go.
5 Delta Juliet, cross Elvis at or above 3,500.
I don't think I need clearance to taxi if I'm
5 Delta Juliet, negative.
At an uncontrolled airport.
3,500.
We do need to make radio calls for the airport. So like we would say November 1 Saab 16 Bravo crossing runway 20. I was watching a lot of videos the other day about air disasters, like like air crashes, stuff like that, and some of them, a lot of them were actually like the ones that happened on the ground were mostly due to bad ATC communication, whether it be between. Uh-oh, did we miss our turn? No, we're good. Whether it be the pilot that doesn't say something or the ATC controller that says something that's misinterpreted. Nick, is this like the King Air?
46 runway 29, cleared for the option.
No. I wouldn't really. I don't know. Whenever I look at this plane, I don't even think about the King Air. I mean, it looks, and you could say it's similar to like the C90 with the shape. I don't know. I guess I never. This one is a lot bigger. In the sim, you can't really tell the size difference, but this plane is a regional plane. This is like a regional, so it seats like 30, 50 people almost, like 30 or 40, 30, between 30 and 50 people. So I guess you could say this is like a massive King Air. Yeah, I mean, if you want to compare the two. Ryan Air Pilot. Oh my God, I'm reading chat. Thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the Blue Arrow family. Thank you guys very much for the subs. I do appreciate that. Yeah, I agree. Very curious. It's gonna come down to, I don't know. One thing even though I would like the PMDG 737 to come out sooner, right? There's gonna be a price standard that's gonna happen very soon once Microsoft Flight Simulator comes out, right? Because it's a new sim. Now there's already kind of like a standard of how much people are charging for X-Plane stuff and P3D stuff, but now kind of everybody's coming and merging together. So if one developer decides to charge $100 for a certain quality of a plane, and people buy it, that will become the standard for that price. You know what I mean? Which is a bit concerning. Because if somebody charges overprices something and people just buy it because it's the only one, after that everybody else is gonna say, hey, well, he did this and it costs that much, I can do the same, right? So anyways, guys, let me go ahead and take off. We can talk more once we get in the air. We need to get IFR release. Clearance November 16 Bravo. We are ready for departure.
Fort Golf Zulu, turn left heading 280.
He's talking to somebody else. Oh, no problem, Nick. I mean, you don't see these kind of planes everywhere in the world, that's for sure. I don't see very many of them myself.
Contact SoCal approach, correction, contact LA Center 126.3.
In my city, I don't see very many stops. No, Ryan, this is actually Pilotedge, man. Yeah, that's true.
Julian, I'm showing you not established on the RNAV runway 30 approach. Say attention. Negative. You're way past Elvis. You're 3 miles west of Elvis. Direction east. Now northeast of Elvis.
Ashton Jacobs, we are at an untowered airport, just right next to a bigger airport called China Lake. This airport's called Yoke. I don't really know how to explain that. We're going back to San Diego for our final leg today. Get the avatar up and I can show you where we are exactly. I completely understand if you have no idea where the heck this is. Yeah, so we're not far from Bakersfield, actually, in Southern California, out here in the mountains. All right, let me call again because I think somebody stepped on me there.
That's Julie Roger. That's 3 miles south of you now, so you're not on the RNAV runway 30 approach. Due to the serious nature of this deviation, I recommend trialing our pilot training program. You can access it from the Pilot Center link on the Pilotedge homepage.
Ouch. Another one. I'm hoping that we can make it through this without getting yelled at today, guys. We've done good so far. We've done good so far.
And you can contact 7 Rio Tower now on the 118.3.
Don't say good, we've done okay. Clearance November 16 Bravo. We're ready for departure.
16 Bravo, stand by, please.
Alright, stand by. Alright, so here we are on the map. Oh, there's another person here. I see 2 people. Is there somebody here with me? Somebody flying with me? Why do I see 2? Is it an F-16? Oh, wait, I'm looking at Edwards. I'm like, wait, why is it an F-16 here? Where am I? Oh, here I am. Oh, I was so confused. I was looking at the wrong airport, and I was like, what the heck? Is there a freaking F-16 holder short behind me? Nick, I am not a pilot yet, no. Working on it.
115 Delta Juliet, Santa Maria Tower, make straight in runway 30.
That's pretty cool. There's actually, so, yeah, it's an F8.
Bravo, the time is 1918, release to departure, clearance wide, F and Austin, 10, 10 minutes, frequency change approved.
I'm sorry, say that one more time for November 16 Bravo.
20946, runway 29, clear for the option.
He said it so fast. I could not pick up on what he said. Let's ask again. I want to make sure. I want to be clear. Clearance, I'm sorry about that. Can you repeat the last call for November 16 Bravo?
16 Bravo, I heard you. I had 2 other aircraft calls, so 16 Bravo, the time is 1919, release to departure, clearance void, up and out in 10, minutes, frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved, November 16 Bravo. Thank you, sorry. All right, let's go.
Zulu, you are 3 miles.
He's getting busy. Let's get the heck out of here. All right, frequency change approved. We said departures on 124.55. We're switching over to 124.55.
Runway 20 right, I'm sorry. Clear down, that's runway 20 right approach.
Clear 20 right, 714, go slow, thanks.
All right, this is not the runway. It's the runway over there. FYI. I'm gonna get autopilot up. I'm gonna turn on nav mode, and that should be it for now.
So Super X-ray Mojave Tower, runway 26, taxi via Charlie, cross runway 30 Charlie.
Taxi runway 26 via Charlie, cross runway 30 into Charlie, go hotel sheriff at X-ray.
So there's 7 Juliet Yankee, ready to contact 6 miles east of Santa.
All right, here we go.
Radio contact, 7 Juliet Yankee.
Yep, winds in favor at 15.
Who else is calling at Burbank?
We're going. Power set. Land lights on? They're not. Oops, now they are. Right, now all lights are on. They should be. And rotate. Positive climb, gear up. So I'm still getting used to the pitch with the yoke, as you can tell.
Traffic.
You know, that traffic might have been an F-16. I don't know. He's behind us. I need this to be centered. Thank you. All right, so we're clear of those airspaces. That's the main thing I was concerned about. Getting out of here is getting out of those airspaces.
Airplane clearance, Skyhawk 357 X-ray Tango requesting VFR clearance towards
We should be on Joshua approach when we call in.
357 X-ray Tango Burbank clearance. Say the direction of flight, aircraft type again, please.
Azra from loving the honeycomb yoke so far, man.
172.
Loving the honeycomb yoke.
And your direction of flight, please.
Towards the northeast, towards Boulder City.
So X-ray Tango, Burbank clearance on departure. Pursuit on course southeast, bound towards the Rose Bowl. Maintain VFR to below 2,500 until advised. Departure frequency is 134.2, squawk 1740.
Oh shoot. Alright, I'm gonna turn on flight change mode again.
Rose Bowl, maintain 2,500.
Or IAS mode is called in this plane.
134.2, squawk 1740.
And then what we'll do is, that dude has a deep voice.
So X-ray Tango, read back correct.
Solid Tower, clear active,
Go
going
here.
to transient parking, 20946.
There we go, that looks good. Alright, let's go ahead and get our in touch with approach here. Joshua approach, number 16 Bravo, passing 9,000 for 210.
946 section, be Alpha, it's a pass.
Taxi to Alpha, transit. Thank you. 946.
We're going Zulu, contact Josh, John Wayne Tower 126.8.
Tower 126.8, 714 Golf Zulu.
Bravo.
X-ray approaching runway
departure, ident.
6 at Charlie, and we're ready for departure.
Ident. Give me a second.
16 Bravo, Joshua departure, ident.
How do I ident? 16 Bravo, standby. How do I ident in this plane?
John Wayne Tower, Sierra 714 Zulu, fully established 20 right.
How do I ident with this thing?
So far goes
Oh, there, I see it. Got it. I was right in my freaking face the whole time. Everyone says Bravo, I didn't.
16 Bravo, ready counting 14 miles south of China Lake.
Santa Maria Tower,
alright, cool. Alright, that was a close one.
Ground for taxi.
That was a close one. This is why it's very important to be familiar with your plane when you fly with ATC. Alright, so he still gave us 210. He hasn't given us anything else. There's no departure to climb.
115 up to Juliet, stay with me,
So we continue up to 21,000 feet at 170 knots in the climb. We're tracking our nav right now, and it's looking good. We're just past 10,000 feet. We'll turn off the lane lights. I'm gonna see if my buttons work for that. And looks like they are. Beautiful. Strobe is not working though. Let's see though. Okay, it works. Yeah, so I tried to map my lights to match these. Sometimes they work. Like in the 7837, they didn't work to use on the Honeycomb, but with this plane, it does work. All right, cool. So passing 13,000 feet for flight level 210, climbing out of the China Lake area. We're on Joshua approach now. A lot of military activity out here. They always talk about how on Pilotedge they have like drones. So there's real people flying on Pilotedge, but then there's also what they call drones that are flying on Pilotedge that are there to simulate like air traffic that don't talk on ATC. KLB80, thank you for subscription. Welcome to Blue Arrow family. Which is pretty cool. So if you fly within a military area, you'll actually see like F-16s, F-18s, sometimes even refueling tankers, I believe, too. And so where I was at over here in China Lake, oh shoot, there's actually, did I hit the button? There's actually a bunch of, make sure my yaw damper is on. Yeah, it's on. There's a bunch of F-18s doing a formation flight.
.2, and you cut out during the transponder at 6-4, and then whatever you have for 3.
And I think that's why I was saying traffic. Yeah, there's a
6476.
There's a flight of 3 flying F-18s. Actually, flight of 4 flying F-18s around China Lake, which is pretty darn cool. They're at like, how high are they? They're at like 4,000 feet. Like they're pretty low. And there's another group over here and more F-18s. So there's a bunch of F-18s, F-16s, stuff like that flying around the military operating areas. So that's where we were. Again, if we look at the chart down here or the map, these magenta square lines on the map, you ever wonder what those were? Well, a lot of those are military operation areas. The blue one, I believe, is a restricted area. Like if it's the magenta one, you can fly in it. It's best to be in touch with ATC when you fly in there, and be in communication with them. I don't think it's against the law to fly in it. It's just not smart to fly in there without talking to someone, unless you want to get hit by an F-18 on accident, right? But that's what those areas are. The blue ones are restricted areas where I don't think you're allowed to fly in there at all. There's also a bunch of them over in the ocean too. So, but it's cool. It's pretty cool that I have a map here. I don't know if I can show it to you guys on the stream.
You can see this frequency. Just keep the transponder on until you're off the movement area.
See all those little airplanes flying around China Lake? Those are all F-18s. Every single one of those are F-18s. It's pretty cool. Caffeine Kid, welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you guys. If you just joined us, welcome. Glad to have you. We are headed to San Diego for our final stop today. We took off in San Diego, so now this is our round trip back to San Diego in the Carenado Saab 340. Now, you guys were mentioning trying out the LES. I may try it now that I've flown the Saab 340 by Carenado and I'm familiar with how to start it. I may go back and try the LES version. I don't know if I'll stream it, but I'll probably go back and at least try it. Maybe. That's a big maybe, honestly. I'll maybe go back and try it and see the difference. Oh, it says fuel. That's not good. Well, we ain't got much fuel. We ain't got much fuel, guys. I'm gonna unrealistically give us some more. Just really quickly. Alright, give me an hour of fuel. Apply. Okay. You didn't see anything. There's a commercial right there. Fun stuff. Another thing I forgot to do was start Project Fly, but you know what? It's all good. It's whatever. So quick recap. Again, if you just joined, a quick recap of what's going on since we started our live stream. So we started off in San Diego in the same plane. We were planning on doing an FS economy flight today, where we, if you haven't heard of FS economy, it basically adds an economy to your flight simulator. We had about 50 or so passengers and about $50,000-ish worth of cargo and passengers to travel between San Diego and this airport we just left from, as well as Palm Springs. But when I took off, I forgot to activate the flight. So we forgot the passengers back in San Diego. So now we're heading back to San Diego to pick them up again. Well, I mean, when we get there, we're gonna end the stream, but I gotta do the flight later and deliver those passengers before the rent expires on the Saab. But it's been a pretty fun flight. It's been pretty good so far. It's been kind of cloudy until now, so finally we got a chance to kind of see some scenery. And we're now level at 21,000 feet. We'll probably be switched over to the other Joshua approach here in a little while. Look at that. I think that's a wait, are we already here? Is that where are we? I think
58 uniform contact.
Yeah, I didn't know we were over here. There's two racetracks, test tracks. I think this is by Mazda. Let me look. I can't remember. I think it's a Mazda racetrack. Yeah, Shenanigans, that's a great idea. Having a checklist that includes FSC, because that would have saved me some headache today. I was so upset, man. We took off, and as soon as I put the wheels up, the first thing I remembered, oh crap, I forgot to start FSC.
Isn't very clear.
There's a little bit of static coming from you, but that's just line of sight radio. Is it like packet loss for me, or is it just line of sight radio?
Oh, it's just echoey. It's as if you're in some sort of a well. It's very echoey.
Actually, I know it's not the thing, but I can actually hear the static too. It's not lost.
I found it on Google Map.
Bobby Job, Obadale, Sherwood X-rays, maintaining 10,000.
Alright, so the one behind us is called, where'd it go? That one back there is called the Honda Proving Center. So it's a Honda test track. And then this one that we're flying over now that's funny. So that one back there is called the Honda Proving Grounds. It's a Honda test track. The one we just flew over is actually called Hyundai or Hyundai Kia Proving Grounds. So that's the Hyundai Kia test track. And then over there is
PHSVX ready to contact climb, maintain 16,000.
Contact 16,000, Hotel Sherwood X-ray.
Is the Mojave Air and Spaceport. Yeah, they launched spaceships from over here. So that's pretty freaking dope. What up, Dylan? Good to see you.
Tango, Burbank Tower, runway 8, cleared for takeoff.
So you actually see it's also the graveyard of a bunch of planes too. They put a lot of old planes there. There's some windmills out there. It's kind of hard to see. You can see that the quality of it is kind of degraded since we're so far away from it. But that's the spaceport right there. I'm telling you, man, if our space program gets better, we'll have a lot more spaceports. Whenever I think spaceports, I think of like Star Citizen, Elite and Dangerous. Have those freaking satellites in the sky you land at in the spaceship. But yeah, we have an FBO on FS Economy out here. It's called 33 Charlie Alpha. Not far from here. I don't know if we'll be able to see it. We should be able to see it. There's a custom airport that I made out here too.
Santa Barbara approach 5205 X-ray.
I'm not sure where it's at. Dylan 17. Yes, I did actually.
Yeah, 5205 X-ray, currently VFR at 10,000, about 8 miles from.
All right, it's still south of here, so we're not there yet.
San Luis Obispo, can say it. If I could, 05 X-ray.
Also, check this out, guys. So right here, there's a super long landing strip. Look at that. You see that? That long dirt.
05 X-ray.
What is that?
Squawk is 5612, maintain VFR.
5612, maintaining VFR, 05 X-ray.
And Joshua, the Bar Hotel Sheriff of the X-ray. We're never able to find the ident button here, but can you confirm we're ready to contact now?
PHS fix affirmative. You were ready.
So I'm actually having trouble finding the name of this place. But this is actually a real landing strip. It's actually supposed to be an X. So there's one here, and it's supposed to be another one here. And I assume they probably use that for landing some of those, like, you know, space projects. That's what I'll call it. That's pretty cool though. Again, we're flying over Orbit, Southern California, and it looks pretty darn amazing.
Over to departure, 7 X-ray Tango.
333.
Nick, how often do I fly GA? Probably more often than I fly airliners. Oh shoot, I hit the gear button on accident. I mean, this is technically an airliner here we're flying, but I fly GA pretty often.
The 357 X-ray Tango, so departure canceled, use fixture with one navigation, maintain VFR.
Dylan, I'm loving the Yoke, man. I am really loving the Yoke. I'm still learning. I'm still trying to figure it out. Landing in San Diego is probably going to be really tough for me.
Transponders on an ident.
Some beautiful mountains up ahead again.
Ident, 05 X-ray.
Same mountains we flew in on earlier. Vaughn, been watching you for years and still haven't subbed. Well, bro, whenever the time is right, you'll know. That's all I'm gonna say. Whenever the time is right, you'll know. I appreciate you watching, my friend. I appreciate you watching.
165, contact LA Center 125.27.
125.27, what's this, Bravo? 125.27. Center, Saab 16 Bravo, with you, flight level 210.
16 Bravo, LA Center, roger. 3 Lima November, contact departure.
Well, you just did. Well, Vaughn, thank you, my friend. I want to say a huge, matter of fact, everybody in the chat, if you're watching, if you hear my voice right now, please go in the chat right now and say, Vaughn Hoffermeyer, welcome to the Blue Arrow family. Thank you for the subscription. How long did you say? 2 years?
333 Lima November, so departure ready to contact. After the Santa Monica 154 radio, clear direct Ventura VR.
I think you said 2 years. No, you said 4 years. So that could be like 3 years. Willie, thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the Blue Arrow family. Glad to have you, man. Good to see you. Thank you, my friend. X-Plane 11 Fun YT. What is the routing for the airport? So again, we took off in San Diego, and we're basically just doing a return flight. So we took off in San Diego, California, and we flew, right over Southern California, all the way up to a small airport called Yoke. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right, but that's how it sounds. Right here, small little uncontrolled airport right next to China Lake. And then now we're doing a return flight flying back. So you can see that airport's right inside of this massive military operation area. So there's lots of F-18s and stuff flying around. So now we're flying just past Edwards, about to pass Palmdale, and we'll connect here at Boyle and hop on the next airway. It's gonna streamline us all the way down to San Diego. So that's our routing. Pretty simple routing, but yeah, it's pretty cool. 39 minutes is what it says. It's our ATE. Nick, my schedule for streaming varies sometimes, and I do apologize for that. I try to get on a consistent schedule, but honestly, my work, like my real life work, kind of is priority. Like, so today I couldn't schedule my stream until I knew I was done with the work I needed to finish, at least for the morning. But usually I try to stream Tuesday through Friday. Now some days I may just not show up, but I try to stream Tuesday through Friday between like 11 a.m. 11 a.m. Eastern and 2 p.m. Eastern. Like between that time is kind of like my time period of starting my live stream. If you don't see me around that time, then it's probably not gonna stream. But that's my schedule. It's kind of a weird one, I know, but again, like I have to give my work priority until this turns into something that I can prioritize, you know. But look at that, there's even more. I think those are the salt flats. There's even more of those runways just kind of pointing in every direction for people to land on out there in the dirt. Beautiful scenery. Like, again, I mentioned this in our first leg, like I look forward to doing flights just like this on Microsoft Flight Simulator. So I'm like, how, like, is it gonna look exactly the same, just different plane? Are we descending? It looks like we're descending. But yeah, I just look forward to doing flights just like these, man, on Microsoft Flight Simulator.
7 Juliet Yankee, contact SoCal approach 119.6.
I mean, because think about this scenery with Microsoft Flight Simulator's clouds and weather. Like, that's going to be a beautiful sight right there. Do I think a 1080 can handle Microsoft Flight Simulator? I think it can, yes. Can I make a blue arrow livery for the Saab? I should. I haven't. I honestly don't know if I will. I just don't fly it that much. Mainly the planes that I make liveries for are the ones that I fly very often, like that I fly. Not saying I won't, because I think that this plane would look amazing in a blue arrow livery. I just don't know that I'll have time to make one.
Papa Hotel Sierra Victor X-ray LA Center, Roger. The runway got somebody 29904.
29904.
Dylan, when can I show Microsoft Flight Simulator videos? Whenever I get permission. Right now I don't have permission to share Microsoft Flight Simulator videos. I can make videos like talking about Microsoft Flight Simulator and like anticipating it and speculating, but I can't make any videos with original Microsoft Flight Simulator content right now. Not yet. The C208 livery is not working. I have to check that out. Last time I flew it, it was working for me, but that was maybe a month ago that I flew it with the livery. So I have to check that out. But thanks for letting me know. My question, one of my biggest questions and thoughts is like, we know there's developers working on aircraft for Microsoft Flight Simulator right now. We know there's going to be stuff in the marketplace at launch. We know there's going to be a lot of scenery in there, but what planes are going to be in there, right? Like, I ordered the premium deluxe edition for Microsoft Flight Simulator, so I'm going to have a lot of planes already. You know what I mean? But like, what planes that are not on that list are going to come? Like, for example, the Piper PA-28 is not included at all on any of the packages. It's a very popular GA plane, a GA trainer plane for people. That's not on the list. None of the Piper Arrow, the Piper Archer, like none of those are in there. And that's potentially a plane that I may do my own flight training in. So that's an important plane for me to have in my flight sim. Again, I don't know for sure if I'm gonna be using that for my training, but it could be. So I'm pretty sure that's gonna be a plane that may come. We don't know how soon we see it as a GA. I know another big question is what airliner planes are gonna be on there. Are there going to be any ready on release day? We know now there's going to be a CRJ coming from Aerosoft. Yan Tastarn, I couldn't say your name. Thank you, my friend, for the subscription. Welcome to the Blue Arrow family. Good to see you. One question, in PC-12, when you press the starter and bring the condition lever to the ground idle, the engine starts spitting fire. Yeah, that happened to me too. I haven't flown the PC-12 in quite a while, so sadly I do not have an answer for. Why is the nose pointing down? That's weird, right? Look how this thing is flying. The nose is like down, but we're flying level. That's so weird. So weird. I think we may see what Ontario. What's in front of us right now? Yeah, honestly, I don't remember. There's a fix for it. I don't remember. Just be careful with the way you start. The PC-12 is very sensitive to hot starts, and you could blow the engine at start. So be careful with that. I know that if you have an older version of the PC-12, like if you don't have the most recent updated PC-12 for X Plane 11, I remember there was an older version of the PC-12 that it doesn't matter what you did, the engine was going to cut on fire, and you had to actually go into the aircraft config file or the coding and fix it. I remember fixing it on mine. I just don't remember what it is. So maybe just Google PC-12 cut engine start fire, something like that, and you should be able to find the forum where it fixes that, because you may have that version of the plane that's actually bugged. Thank you, Yan. I'm glad, man, you chilling with us today. Man, look at this scenery. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. Muito boa. Oh my god, like, I need to do this exact flight on Microsoft Flight Simulator. I wanted to compare and see what it looks like. Like, does it look better than this? Was it worse? Again, this is Orbix. This is Orbix True Earth, Southern California. And, you know, they're known for doing some amazing scenery like this, and this just looks incredible.
The 3 leaving November just verified. I did give you up to 6,000, correct? November, Roger, I maintain 6,000, sorry about that.
Yeah, Saab is underrated, man. Whether you're using the Carenado Saab or the LES Saab, they're both great planes, and it's a great plane to fly. It's a great small regional plane for short hops, you know. It's a nice break away from the usual airliners. It has some pretty nice, decent sounds. It's like right between the GA airline, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's an airliner for sure. It's a regional airliner, but it also gives you that GA feel at the same time. What up, Moose? Good to see you, man. You bought it and you never fly it. There's a lot of planes that I have that I bought and rarely fly. That's why you see me basically flying a different plane every live stream. I'm like, hey, you know what? I haven't flown this in a while. I haven't flown the Saab, man. I can't remember the last time I flew the Saab. I don't think I ever streamed flying the Saab, actually. I have to go way back in my archives of videos to see if I've ever streamed a Saab 340. Hopefully we have a better landing in our second attempt than our first one today. Hopefully. But I personally like regional jets quite a lot. Oh, look at that. We're flying over, this should be close to Ontario, actually. Because that right there is California, a.k.a. Fontana Motor Speedway. And it's actually modeled. I don't think I've ever seen that. That's cool. Yeah, the Auto Club Speedway right there. I'm not sure if anybody else watching are NASCAR fans, but you know, if you've been following the channel long enough, you know I'm a huge racing fan. I love F1, Formula 1, GT racing, all kinds of racing. That's where I fly right over top of Ontario International Airport right here. Some nice, really nice freeware scenery. Search it up on X-Planes forum, Ontario. I think it was Captain Chris. I can't remember who made it, but somebody made some really, really nice freeware Ontario scenery. But that's yeah, that's Auto Club Speedway. There's a Southwest plane flying over top of it, so pretty cool. One thing I love to do in the flight sim is go out and find all the different racetracks that I enjoy watching races of. How we looking? We had 30 minutes, it says, our ETE destination. About to fly over Paradise VOR as we're passing over Ontario. 127 miles to our destination. You like it? Pretty good, man. That's nice. Yeah, Vaughn, that's gonna be a huge thing. I think for people who don't already have ortho, especially in their home areas, is being able to fly, you know, in their city, and it actually look like their city on Microsoft Flight Simulator. That's it for me. Even for me, it's big. Like, I have a 8 terabyte No joke, I have an 8 terabyte external hard drive dedicated to
November 3, Lima, November,
scenery.
Point, Magoo approach 124.7.
No, Saab does not have auto throttle.
Number 5, uniform contact.
Dedicated to scenery. And I only have coverage for so much, right? Like, obviously here we have complete coverage of nice ortho scenery and stuff like that. But if we go to, like, Montana, I don't have scenery in Montana, but I want scenery in Montana. I think Montana is beautiful. A lot of other places in the world that are just gorgeous that I don't have scenery for because I just, you know, just don't have the time to download them or I just don't have the space for it. But on Microsoft Flight Simulator, by default, we have the whole world. So I'm excited about that part of not having to worry about downloading ortho scenery anymore. I mean, we'll probably still be buying, you know, payware scenery of airports and stuff like that and freewares here and there, but...
The 355 November, Limburg Tower, Roger. In violation of the Bravo airspace in the 1,800-foot shelf. Going to be unable to continue for the rating, say intentions.
Ouch. Do I get bored mid-flight? Personally, if I were not streaming, I would be doing something completely different right now. Because I'm streaming and you guys are keeping me entertained and chilling and hanging out, you know, it's not boring for me. But if I were doing this flight on my own,
affirmative, in violation of the Bravo airspace, you have not been given a Bravo
I would still have to pay attention because I'm on Pilotedge and I have to monitor the ATC commands, so that kind of keeps me on my toes. But I would be probably on my laptop working on something, watching a show, working on a design. Who knows? You know, it's always stuff I'm working on. I rarely just fly. I usually have something else going on.
Lima November, Point Magoo approach the
Vaughn, yes, I have the Beach 1900. I have it on FSE. I have it stationed in the Grand Canyon right now. Seats about 22 people. I love that plane. It's smaller than this one. It doesn't fit as many people as a Saab. Yeah, I wish the Falcon had auto throttle too. Auto throttle is nice. I think we get spoiled with auto throttle. You know, when we fly like the Zebos and the Airbuses. Because once you go down to, like, you know, typical planes, they don't have auto throttle. Very few G8 planes have auto throttle. The Saab is an airliner, it doesn't have auto throttle. The ERJ doesn't even have auto throttle. The E145 doesn't even have auto throttle. You know what I mean? That's a regional jet. So I just think we get spoiled with, like, the big tube liners, and we think everything should have auto throttle. But, you know, we gotta fly a plane eventually. Jamian Petty, man, my friend, we're headed to San Diego for our final stop today in the Saab 340. About 25 minutes out now, flying over beautiful Southern California. One of my favorite places to fly. Like, it still hasn't got old. It's crazy. I've flown out here so many times. I fly out here so many times. It's ridiculous how much I fly out around Southern California and Northern California, and it doesn't get old. It does not. This is honestly my favorite part of the U.S. to fly in is California. Yeah. I'm like, for me, it goes between California and, like, the Pacific Northwest. Those two places I love flying for the scenery purpose in the U.S. Outside of that, like, there's still nice scenery, like, on the East Coast too, but it's just a little bit different, you know. I feel like out here you kind of get a little bit of everything. You can get a little cold climate, little heat, hot climates, everything. But I obviously like to fly all over the world, so. But I like coming back home to the U.S. and flying out here.
PHS Fix, Scanning Santa Barbara approach 120.55.
Shenanigans, I have no idea what you just said, bro. No clue. The biggest long haul I've made, I think, has been like 12, maybe like 12-ish hours. And I think I've done it in either 787 or 777, I can't remember. Next week, though, if everything goes as planned, I'm going to try to bring back some big jets. So I know we've been flying a lot of GA lately, a lot of smaller private planes. And I'm okay with that. I'm glad we were able to break away from the usual. I feel like everybody out there is already streaming 747s and 737s, stuff like that. But next week I'm going to probably come back to flying some heavy jets. Still not going to be doing any long hauls because I don't do long hauls. The longest flight that I'll do in a live stream is like an hour and a half, 2 hours. So we'll be doing some short hops and some big jets probably starting next week. Probably give the 787 a flight. Maybe give this the 767 or 757 a flight. Maybe even A330 or A350. I don't know. I'll have to decide and see when we get there. I really want to fly the 787 for the reason that I want to be ready to fly the 787 on Microsoft Flight Simulator. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really know how to fly it. I don't know how to start it or anything right now because I haven't been flying it. But I know that if I start flying it on X-Plane and get used to the systems and how it works, I know when I go over to Microsoft Flight Simulator and try to fly their 787, which I don't think is going to be as detailed as like even the Magnite, but at least I'll have somewhere to start, and I'll also be able to compare the two and see, like, you know, who's better. You know what I mean? So, sorry, Nick, I cannot take song requests. I'm kind of limited on the play. Songs that I can play, they have to be copyright free, or I have to have the rights to play them on stream, or I'll get demonetized. So that's why I cannot take song requests. Yes, Renee, I actually did see the King Air 360. It looks just like the 350, but on the inside, I think the biggest differences are on the inside. You know, it comes with an auto throttle, which we were just talking about, which is pretty huge for the King Air to have an auto throttle on a turboprop twin engine. That's a pretty big deal. So interested in seeing how that works, because you guys, if you've been following me for long enough, you know that my favorite plane, my favorite GA plane, is actually the King Air 350. So for the 360 to come out, it might change to being the 360. Alright, where are we? Let me get San Diego arrival. Star. So we're doing the Barrett 5 RNAV. Let's go ahead and brief the arrival before we get too deep in. Yeah, on the outside is near identical, man. Adrian, how long have I been into Sims and aviation in general? My whole life, man. Like, my whole life, for sure. Hold on, give me a second to get this this briefing in so we can know what we're doing before it happens. I want to stay ahead of the plane, guys. Stay ahead of the plane. All right, airports. San Diego. All right, so we're here. On our flight plan, we do have Julian, the Julian VOR plan on our flight plan. After Julian, we're expecting to make a right turn to Karul, which is actually 177 heading, where we're supposed to be at 12,000 feet, like not above it, not below it, but like at it. So we're supposed to be at 12,000 feet. And the wind is variable at 3. And then from there, we'll continue on the Barrett 5 arrival down in 027. So we'll be expecting to hear from him to give us, or, you know, to tell us to descent clearance here in a little while. Not sure when it's going to happen, but it's going to happen.
Mission Baby, we're heading 080, vector to the approach.
Hey, this is on 134.8. We could actually go ahead and get the information for San Diego. But yeah, as far as I've been in aviation and flight sims forever, man. Like, I still remember when I was a very small kid, very small.
No, one Lima uniform, SoCal.
I think old enough to walk, but young enough. I don't know.
No one Lima uniform.
Like maybe barely old enough to walk.
Still up. I'm gonna have a handoff here very shortly.
I remember being at the airport looking at aviation books,
a couple times, but I lost you now.
And I used to love drawing airplanes. When I got into drawing, that's all I drew was airplanes and race cars. Like my whole life, it's all I've been interested in, airplanes and race cars. I had a notebook full of little, like, you know, obviously amateur drawings because I was a kid, but I would draw airplanes, all types, F-16s, F-18s. I would draw 737s, 747s. I would draw everything, right? Because I was interested in them. I didn't have a flight sim, obviously, at the time, because I was too young to use a computer. But I was interested, you know, in aviation. I love looking at aviation books. I love looking at aviation pictures and posters. And then eventually, my dad got a computer. It was one of those super old, freaking fatback computers. I think he bought for me because he knew I was kind of interested in planes, right? From what I drew, and so he bought me Flight Simulator 90 something. I don't even know what the number was. And I didn't know how to actually fly. I liked to basically, like, I didn't know how to start the plane. All I did was I started the plane with the engines running. I knew how to press like the arrow button or whatever it is in FSX to get the engine to go up, right? And then I could pull up. I would do the arrow keys to pull up on rotation. I'll fly up. I knew how to hit autopilot. I would wait till I got to the altitude I wanted to be at, and I would hit the AP button because I knew that meant autopilot. I knew that meant straight and level. And after that, that's all I knew how to do. I didn't know how to find an airport. I didn't know how to navigate. I didn't know how to land. I would usually just like turn the autopilot off and manually fly it into landing it on a grass patch anywhere on the earth whenever I was done. That's all I did back then. So that's where it started, and ever since then I've been interested. I didn't always have a flight simulator. I only had that flight sim for a little bit of time because I didn't really know how to use it. It was on my dad's computer, and I finally got X-Plane 10 on my own laptop. KLB80, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Blue Arrow family.
And then contact SoCal approach on 119.6, good name.
Checking the weather. Yeah, so then I got my own laptop for school, and I had X-Plane 10 on it. And that's when I finally got back into X-Plane. It was on X-Plane 10, and I was actually old enough to start learning how things actually work, learning how to start planes from cold and dark, learning how to navigate, or at least how to put a flight plan into the FMS. I still didn't know how to talk to ATC.
But 16 Robert, to maintain 13,000. Contact SoCal approach 119.6.
119.6, 119.6, and down to 13,000. Number 16 Bravo. Shoot, what was that frequency? 119.6.
The 05 X-ray radar services terminated. Contact tower 124.0.
I think he said that twice because I didn't hear him. Down to 13,000. SoCal approach number 16 Bravo descending. We're at 210 descending for 13,000.
16 Bravo, SoCal approach, roger. Limburg altimeter is 2997. Advise when you have Tango.
We do have Tango. I meant to mention that. 16 Bravo. Alright, we need to descend though. The thing that's weird about these planes is that it has the autopilot in the middle and you gotta like pop this thing up. Vertical speed, and descend down to 13,000. Sleep 100, what's up, welcome to the stream? Yes, I do like reggaeton and reggae and lots of different types of music.
Good day, November 75, 1 Lima uniform.
Welcome back, Space Face. Good to see you, man. Thanks for watching on Twitch.
I read you.
What will my first flight be on Microsoft Flight Simulator? I don't know. So much pressure.
It's 128.45, 28.45 for Albuquerque Center. Copy, I was on this frequency and the visibility was very bad.
Uh-oh, visibility is bad.
The 1 Lima uniform, it's not going to get much better until you get further into the airspace. But that's the frequency you need to be on.
Oh, nice. You're from Puerto Rico? My wife is from Puerto Rico. Oh, God, look at his descent. We just got back from there a couple months ago. I've been out there like 4 times, I think. So, I love Puerto Rico.
X-ray, approximately 2 mile final.
That's a steep descent, ain't it?
St. Louis.
Oh my God, it's steep. Let's go ahead and shallow that up a little bit.
Clear to land 1100, 05 X-ray.
My wife loves reggaeton, obviously. She's from Puerto Rico. Alright, so we have Tango. Winds are 230 at 9, gusting 15. Oh boy. Oh boy. I can't have like a, just no wind for my practice with the Yoke. I can't just have a typical landing. Altimeter 299.7. We can put that in now. And yeah, arriving to runway 27. Visual and RNAV and localizer runway 27 approach in use.
The 7 Juliet Yankee flighting 090, contact SoCal approach.
And that is Tango.
124.35.
090 and 2435, 7 Juliet Yankee.
Now here comes what the heck is it called? The Julian VOR. I'm gonna pull the power back. So again, we're gonna have to be at 12,000 when we get to that other waypoint. So we do need to get down 13,000 pretty quick.
SoCal approach, Cessna 737.
Check
Juliet
flaps.
Yankee,
Are my flaps down?
The 737 Juliet Yankee SoCal approach.
Oh my God, they were this whole freaking time. No wonder our nose was pointed down so much. No wonder. Yeah, man, this thing looks spot on out here. I have heard some complaints. I'll say, there's a guy I know, who lives out here in Southern California, and there's some areas within the city that are inconsistent. So it's the whole scenery by Orbix in Southern California is not perfectly on, but if you're not from there, I don't think you'll notice the mistakes that they made. And if you're flying out here in the middle of nowhere, out in the mountains, you'll definitely be satisfied with how beautiful it does look out here. But I think if you're a local, they can never get it perfectly right. One thing I've been wondering about, because Orbix came out with Orbix Australia for a P3D, and I was wondering if they were ever going to bring that to X-Plane, but Haven't seen it. And then they just announced Orbix, another Orbix. It's out there. I can't remember the name of it. It's like a chain of islands. It looks pretty nice. I don't know if I'm gonna get it, honestly. With Microsoft coming out, I don't know. Thank you, Da Vinci, for the follow. Welcome to the Blue Arrow family. Glad to have you. Beautiful out here, man. All right, 15,000. Let's go ahead and just descend a little bit faster. Alright, that's where we are on our chart. Passing over the Julian VOR, making that right turn to Karul. We're going to have to be at 12,000 feet. We're at 15 right now. I'm pull that.
The 3 Lima November, Kinetic Center Bravo Tower, 119.7.
Center Bravo Tower, 197.
He gave us clear down at 13, but we'll be expecting 12,000 here pretty soon.
Center Bravo Tower, good afternoon. Sears 233 Lima November, run.
So I'm trying to slow up and get some speed back. We're just 2,000 feet above.
So 333 Lima November, Center Bravo Tower, runway 25, cleared to land.
Clear to land.
All right, guys, get ready to land again.
November, thanks.
Vinceling, what up, man? From Germany. Good to see you, bro. I wish I could greet you in German, but I don't know how to do that. All right, 1,000 away. They didn't really say what approach we're gonna get into
actually clarity active.
San Diego. I'm not sure if we're getting the RNAV or what.
05 X-ray taxi right via Alpha, status frequency, good day.
We'll just go with RNAV.
I had some problems with my
27 for now. We'll just load it. We're not gonna start it, just gonna load it. We'll have it ready in case.
16 Bravo, Kinetic SoCal approach 124.35.
124.35, 16 Bravo. 124.35. Alright, there it is. Los Angeles approach, November 16 Bravo. We're here level at 13,000.
16 Bravo, SoCal approach, Limburg altimeter is 2996. Descend to maintain 7,000. Runway 27, cleared approach.
Went down to 7,000. Cleared Limburg approach, November 16 Bravo. 7,000. He didn't actually say to send via.
Yankee flying at 150, descend to maintain 3,800.
Can we get down to 7,000?
150 or 3,800, 70 Yankee.
Let's see, what's the altitude of these mountains? Oh, only 3,000. Okay, yeah, we can go to 7,000 feet. I was a little concerned. I was like, can we get to 7,000 right now? Vertical speed back on, and then we'll ascend. Looking good. All right, I'm going to go ahead and turn the land lights on. A little early, but I've been forgetful lately, so we'll turn them on now. Loving this honeycomb yoke, though, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I'm about to turn into a honeycomb fanboy here in a second. Gonna be a gusty approach into San Diego, though, so ain't gonna be nothing nice for somebody new on a yoke, that's for sure. I love this wing view right here. You actually see, it looks like the texture kind of changes in this area. So he still didn't say what approach, he just said clear runway 27 approach. So he didn't actually say like an RNAV. I'm assuming he maybe even gets visual. It looks like those clouds that were here when we left San Diego earlier, seemed like they cleared up quite a bit. So when we left San Diego at the beginning of the stream, it was like overcast and cloudy, but visibility's gotten a lot better now.
7 Juliet Yankee flying 190.
190, 7 Juliet Yankee.
Yeah, I have a camera coming from Amazon. That's gonna be like a Yoke camera, kind of like how I have the side stick camera for the Airbus stick. I'm trying to get a new camera that I can use for a you know, for a Yoke camera, so I can have like a second view that shows. Like, I know you actually can see it on camera, which is nice, but like the angle from this side just looks so much nicer. So I want to show you guys that angle. Hopefully I can have it like right here somewhere. And maybe, I'm not sure. I'll have to work it out once I get it. Hopefully it has a long enough USB cord and all that stuff to hook it up. But we'll try. But I'm gonna try to get a second angle of, and not just for the Yoke, but for the throttles and the other things that I'm having now that I've been upgrading my flight sim setup lately. I think it'd be nice to be able to have some cameras to show, you know, me controlling them. I think that'll look really nice. So I have a second camera.
311 November already parked today.
Actually got the Brio on the way, so we'll see what that's about.
311 November, taxi runway via Alpha Bravo, cross runway 15 right, 15 left at Alpha, status frequency.
There's 10,000 right there.
Alpha Bravo 15 right, 15 left, in most days.
Now if we want, we can actually plug in the localizer for, you know, I am going to do it. I'm going to plug in the localizer for my 27. Even if we're not actually flying the approach, just to have that guidance, that'd be nice. Let's see if I can find it. Which one is it? What is this? I don't know what this is. Let's get rid of it. Let's see. Approach. Localizer runway 27. Yeah, there we go. And then localizer gonna be a 1109. Put that in our nav. It's actually already plugged in. That's perfect. And then approach CRS is 275. So let's go ahead and compare this to what we got in our flight plan, like to see what it actually is planning on doing. He still hasn't given us a particular approach. He just said, you know, get ready for 27 approach. And I know they're doing visuals, they're doing localizer, and they're doing RNAVs. So we could get any of those. What's that noise? Oh, fuel. Are we really almost out of fuel again? We have enough to get there. We're good. Alright, let's actually change this. I'm gonna remove approach, and we'll change it to the localizer one. Load approach. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna get the visual. We're still descending. We're clear down to 7,000. We're descending pretty slowly though. Let's expedite that just a little bit. This is the thing, man, with Microsoft Flight Sim, that I'm just wondering how the workflow is gonna go with charts, because I always use charts when I'm flying. And I'm wondering how that's gonna incorporate with Microsoft Flight Simulator. Elias, what's up, man? Good to see you, bro. Welcome to the stream.
165, ready 3 to 170 knots or less.
170 knots or less. 16, bro. All right, we're fast. So let's pull it back. 170 is gonna be right around.
7 Juliet Yankee, contact Limburg Tower.
So I'm just gonna go idle.
Go to tower, 7 Juliet Yankee.
Looks like we have traffic ahead of us too. Another thing I'm trying to practice as I do Pilotedge, and not just Pilotedge, but VATSIM as well, flying in general, is working on my
Tower,
situation awareness.
Yankee with you, 27 to bound.
737 Juliet Yankee, Limburg Tower, runway 27, clear to land.
So as you can see here now, there's an aircraft landing on 27 right now ahead of us. That's why he wants us to slow down.
Coming ground, November 2, Papa Bravo, type Cessna 172 Skyhawk at the West GA ramp. Request taxi to the active for some time.
That's 170 knots. Looking for myself on the map. There I am. Yep, I see traffic ahead of us. Looks to be landing at San Diego. Alright, now we're slow. So he just says don't go any greater than 170, so we can go slower than it, but we don't really want to.
The 2 Papa Bravo, John May, ground runway 20 right, taxi Bravo Kilo.
Adrian, I'm planning on getting my license.
Kilo, Cessna 2 Papa Bravo.
Hopefully this Yoke will help me too, to kind of, you know, practice a few things. Again, I know it's not the same. It's not real life. It's not gonna have the pressure that the real plane's gonna have, but to be able to practice in the sim would be pretty cool. Like I want to get more serious about using the sim for training, still for fun because it's still a game, you know. But I want to use the sim for more training as well. Alright, lane lights are already on. Put the taxi lights on just because I always forget to do it anyway, so they're on. Take a look at avatar. I should have a button for freaking mapping that. Alright, so here we come, turning our right turn. This is going to put us basically on final approach pretty much. He's only clears the 7,000, so he can't descend, but I can activate the approach. I don't want to activate vectors, I just want to activate approach. I don't know. Alright, speed right now is at, what's that, 165?
16 Bravo, contact Limber Tower, good day.
Limber Tower, good day. I had a feeling he's gonna do that, so now I gotta go freaking get the tower frequency. Tower, there it is. Limber Tower, November 16 Bravo. At 7,000, inbound runway 27. I don't know the freaking.
16 Bravo, Limber Tower, runway 27, clear to land. Your number 2 following the Skyhawk on a 5-mile final.
27 clear to land. November 16 Bravo. All right. I got the same controller for this too. Can we activate the approach now, or kind of do I need to fly it myself? Got clouds ahead of me, so I can't see. There's a Cessna on a 5-mile final. I have a visual of the airport now. Detroit, I love their feedback. For you, the most valuable part of sim with respect to real life is radio, ATC, nav procedures. That's where the money is made. Good to know. That's what I'll focus on. All right, I'll probably disconnect. Actually, that's not the button. I'm sorry, I just said that out loud in the chat. I said that on freaking frequency. My bad. Pull that power back. He said less than 170. I have control. Yaw damper's coming off as well.
Charlie Tower, Cessna November 2, Papa Bravo, holding short 20 right at Kilo, ready for takeoff.
F in chat. Whenever you press the wrong push to talk key,
Papa Bravo, Charlie Tower, runway 20 right at Kilo.
you say everything.
Make left close traffic, runway 20 left.
You say everything on freaking
midfield and down one each pass.
on frequency.
Clear for takeoff.
But yeah, Detroit, I agree with you, man. Detroit fusion for sure, man.
Left traffic for 20.
And I'm glad you said that because it kind of confirms that that's what I need to be focusing on. Is navigation, ATC, radios, procedures. Those are all things you can do in the sim that do actually translate to real life, or can actually translate. Obviously, the physical flying is not gonna translate except for maybe like navigating. If you're like flying, you know, if you have ortho scenery and you're flying around a, you know, a certain area, you could actually kind of like be, all right, so I know what that looks like. You know what I mean? Visuals, stuff like that. All right, land lights are on.
815 Mike, Bakersfield ground.
Bakersfield ground, Bonanza 815 Mike. Request flight following the Mojave, cruise altitude 7,500 feet with information Bravo for catch stick training.
815 Mike. Departure frequency is 118.8, squawk 5147.
Still getting used to this pressure on this thing. I'm just trying to bleed some
Departure
speed off or high and fast.
8.8, squawk 5147, Bonanza 815 Mike.
Feedback correct.
Don't worry, I'm gonna make it, guys. I feel like I've gotten really good at last minute adjustments when it comes to altitude. Oh, I don't say really good, but I've been okay. He might make me go around. I really hope he doesn't make me go around.
7 Juliet Yankee doesn't, or correction, number 16 Bravo. Are you gonna be able to make it down or no?
I'll accept the challenge if you let me.
16 Bravo, say again.
Yeah, we're gonna make it. 16 Bravo.
Roger.
He's like, you sure?
And 16 Bravo, I need you to make a left 360 for traffic.
Left 360 for traffic. 16 Bravo. I didn't realize that Cessna was still on final. My bad. I thought he was already on the, already cleared. So we'll do the left 360, which we actually need to lose altitude anyways. So that is actually going to be a huge help for us. I probably should have requested a Lev 360 in the first place. Goes back to my situational awareness where I didn't actually hear that Cessna clear the runway. It's an interesting approach. Yeah, you know, the steep 2-7 approach in San Diego. You know what I'm talking about. You guys know what I'm talking about. Yeah, we were not gonna make traffic. That. As I was like pushing the nose down, I was like, yeah, this is not a good look. This is not good.
Tower,
but that Lev 360 definitely just saved our life.
Downwind 20 left.
It just saved our life.
2 Papa Bravo or 20 left, clear for the option.
Clear for the option, 20 left, 2 Papa Bravo.
Alright, still has not heard if that Cessna has landed yet. Airport is at our 10 o'clock. There's downtown San Diego. Beautiful downtown San Diego.
Lindbergh Tower, Cessna 737 Juliet Yankee, clear the active on Charlie 4.
There he is.
7 Juliet Yankee, taxi via Charlie. You can stay with this frequency. Have a good day.
Taxi via Charlie, this frequency, 7 Juliet Yankee, good day.
San Diego is a fun approach. It's a challenging one, but it's a fun one. You really gotta have control of your speed. See the, is that a football stadium over there? Is that a baseball or what is that? It's focus. Alright, gear down. Alright, here we go. There is a gusting wind here.
And Lindbergh Tower says 737 Juliet Yankee, did we get a pass?
Sync rate. Sync rate.
So Juliet Yankee,
Sync
affirmative
rate.
is a pass.
Sync rate. Sync
Thank
rate.
you, sir. Thanks for the
Sync
help,
rate.
7 Juliet Yankee.
Pull up. Pull up. Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate.
Oof, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh my, are you serious? I didn't, Jesus. I didn't think we hit it that hard.
Bakersfield ground Bonanza 815 Mike at the Epic Jet Center FBO, ready to taxi for takeoff with information Bravo.
Jesus, okay.
Channel 5 Mike, Bakersfield ground runway 30 right taxi.
Might have been harder than the first time. Ay, ay.
Taxi runway 30
Man,
right.
we got a lot of practice to do.
Bonanza 815 Mike.
That one hurt me on the inside and the outside. Alright, we're clear. Woo! Alright. Flaps up. And I'll let them know we're clear. Lindbergh Towers, November 16 Bravo, clear 27.
Number 6 Bravo, where do you park?
We're parking back over at General Aviation on the east side.
Number 6 Bravo, taxi via Charlie. You can stay with this frequency. Good day.
Taxi via Charlie with you. November 16 Bravo. Thank you.
Clearance delivery, Texan November 814 IFR.
Alright, flaps up.
Request ready to copy.
We'll park where we left off because we left the passengers there earlier at the hangar. Rotate Aviation, good to see you, man. Long time no see. Good to see you, man. Welcome back. I do apologize, guys, for the
SoCal departure is
firm
Lindbergh Airport is filed, climb maintain 900,000.
landings today.
Departure frequency 127.4.
Definitely a couple smashes.
Squawk 3524, hold for release.
I was really thinking we'd do better the second time, but I was wrong. I need to I don't know. I landed the 737 smoother than this, so I don't know what's going on with me.
3524, hold for release.
But hopefully next time we'll do better.
November 814.
Now, honestly, I really want to fly the Torque Sim SR22. I've been really wanting to fly that lately. The issue is they don't use a yoke for that, so that would be a joystick. So I was gonna do that today or tomorrow, but I'd rather fly with the yoke. So I'll probably save that for another time.
The 2 Papa Bravo, runway 20 left, clear for the option.
Is this it right here?
For the option 20 left, 2 Papa Bravo.
So we'll fly something else that's yoke based tomorrow, whatever that is.
Texas November 814, ready for
And
departure.
we'll return to Pilotedge,
814, release to departure.
hopefully to redeem our landings.
10 minutes, quick exchange approved.
We'll go Ranger 814.
Man, that we came
just
down
before you're there,
hard.
can you just refile a flight plan with the request on the flight plan form, please?
Sheesh.
With the what request?
Sheesh, guys.
With the
I'm sorry. The good thing is,
before you depart, just
the good thing is, all
with the
right, there's our passengers over there at the Gopi flights.
I'm just doing it
The
for
good
fun
thing
copying
is,
the route, if that's okay, November 814.
the good thing
that's fine. I thought I heard you say
is the
for
fact that we
rating.
forgot the
That's fine
passengers, so they have no idea that their pilot has went up and freaking crash landed twice. So only you guys know. So let's keep it between me and you. Okay. We made it. We were gonna disconnect, and we're also gonna shut the engines off.
815 Mike Bakersfield Tower, runway 30 right, clear for takeoff. A right down departure approved.
Clear for takeoff, runway 30 right, with a right downwind departure approved. Command day 159.
And we'll disconnect from Pilotedge. Thank you very much, Pilotedge, for the flight and the ATC. I want to say another thing I'm proud of. I mean, I know we had bad landings today, but I did not get yelled at not one time by ATC today. So if everybody who always talks about how Pilotedge yells at you, it's not true. As long as you do everything right, you're good. I don't think I did everything right. I just didn't do anything incredibly wrong. But usually I get at least some kind of, I don't always get yelled at, but usually I get corrected. Today I didn't get corrected, except for on our final landing where we had to do a left turn. There was no way we were gonna make it. We're gonna definitely crash to that 7172. All right, so I believe we are disconnected. Make sure yeah. All right, cool. So replay mode. Let's see how that one looked. That was rough. When I first got on today, there was some people being not yelled at. They weren't being yelled at. I mean, I'm not gonna say yelled at. A lot of people like to say yelled at. Being corrected. There was a few people being corrected and pointed towards the IFR I ratings, which again you kind of have to do because some people just get on and don't honestly know what they're doing, right? It happens. We have to learn somehow. But yeah, that was happening when I got on. I was like, uh-oh, I hope they're not in a bad mood. But everything turned out pretty good. All right, so here we go. Nose diving into San Diego over the Shell station. It's already looked bad. Oh wait, wrong view. It's already looked bad. Oh, come on. Okay, yeah. I don't know. I think this XP realistic stuff might be a little bit too dramatic. Because from the outside, that didn't look as hard as it felt. Let's see. Like the initial touchdown. Right here, I'm watching in slow motion. The initial touchdown obviously wasn't great. We kind of, I don't know what happened, but for whatever reason the wing like dropped to one side and I had to correct last second, and I don't know how to do that on the Yoke yet. But we came down on the back two wheels right here. You don't even see the hydraulics spin on that much. We definitely bounced it and we landed on our front wheel. Very uncomfortable landing for sure. And then we bounced again. So yeah, I would rate my landings today at a 3. I give myself a 3, maybe a 2.5 today in our landings. We gotta come back and do better. Gotta come back and do better. Hit the gym, do some practice, come back and do better next time. But you know, first week with the Yoke, yeah, you know, how was my center line that time? Were we on or were we off? Let's see. Not that far off. I mean, we landed on it and then went off of it. So I'm doing okay centering stuff, it seems. I'm just not doing so hot with the flares. That's not doing so good. But you know, again, you gotta start from somewhere. And before you know it, we'll be all used to it. This Yoke will be old news, and we'll be buttering it with the 737. But thank you guys so much for joining me, hanging out with me. If you're watching, if you hear my voice, going through and show some love in the chat. Leave me an emoji. Let me know where you're watching from. And I'll give you guys some shout outs before we leave today. Actually, be a bit of a longer stream, it seems like. It wasn't supposed to be. But went a little bit longer than I expected. Oh, wow. Are you serious? Oh, my God. We're going on 4 hours. I only did 2 flights. Holy crap. What happened? What did we do today? Those flights must have been longer than I thought. Let's do an inside view. The pucker cam. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh boy. Well guys, like I said, I got practice to do. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna get out of here. We've gone too long. Jesus. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm planning to fly back on Pilotedge again. Probably a different plane. We'll see what it ends up being. Do that. Shenanigans, thank you, my friend. Adrian Guzman, thank you. Rotate Aviation. Jan, Jake Broughton, X-Plane 11, Fun YT, thank you for coming through. Detroit Fusion, thank you, my friend. Vaughn, welcome. Elias, Vinceling, Sleep 100, Nick Quippers, Spaceface, Renee. Yeah, like from the outside view, it didn't look that bad, but you know, it wasn't great either. But until next time, you guys know what it is. You know what it is. Remember, you got 3 choices: give up, give in, and give it all. You got peace, love, and God bless you. I will see you guys next time, next video. I'm out. Yoko. Honeycomb. Yoke says bye. He's waving bye at you. This is so cool.